It's a long time. But there we are. We are live. Back again like we never left. Another Friday to put on the books. Is Where's My Anime? I'm down. Got Pride, the manga guy with us. And this is usually it. Like, there's no other third person that's usually here with us. It's just
Not at
us
all.
three.
Not at all. Never.
How you doing today, man?
Oh, man. Another day, living the dream.
I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Well, man, I feel like this might be the dream. Well, at least I'm awake to experience the dream. Get to sit back and just, I mean, I ain't like I'm making money off the shit, but I get to sit back and talk anime
talk
with the
about
homies.
anime, yeah. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
No, it's not, man. It's a good living. You been watching any other animes or heard any from news?
I haven't watched it yet, but I did see the trailer drop for Jujutsu Kaisen season 3.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. January is going to be pretty hot. So we got supposedly Jujutsu Kaisen. We got Hell's Paradise. We got, I think, Solo Leveling, if I'm not mistaken.
All in January?
Huh?
All in January?
In January, bro.
Damn, that's gonna be we got somebody already in comments. Dale Palmer, what's up, guys? Howdy ho.
Thank you for being the first to come see us and comment.
But I didn't know that all that's coming out in January.
Oh, there's another one. There's a fourth one too. I just can't remember what it is. Like, that's a heavy way to start off a year. Solo Level, Jujutsu, and Hell's Paradise, and the fourth one was fire too. Oh, was it Friend? I think it's Friend, or how you pronounce it. I think that's January too.
Frieren, like the Beyond Journey's End.
I believe so. That might have been
Hell yeah.
That might have been it.
Dude, man, if it is, then that means we're gonna get to see how Jujutsu Kaisen, Solo Leveling, and Frieren all compare to each other. Like, you would get to know like what the audience is thinking by like viewing numbers and shit, like like which one's more popular than the other, like
it's a league.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the anime league right here. Like
that's pretty spectacular. Holy shit, I did not know that.
It is. Oh, it's a heavy year, bro. Because I mean, granted, I'm not a fan of it. We got Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War coming out next year. We got the final season of My Hero Academia. Got that going next year.
I was going to say, I thought that was like in the next month or so.
Oh, is it? Oh, maybe
I might be wrong. I thought you or Jay had said something about it being like this year.
October? Maybe it was October.
I can't remember, but I'm down for. I can't wait to see the final season of My Hero. So
yeah, I just want to say I was gonna wrap up because this in a. I just want to say I was gonna wrap up. It kind of left off in kind of like a very interesting spot, and I don't mean that like in a good way or a bad way. Like,
it was an odd spot.
It very much was.
Yeah, it was definitely an odd way. I remember because I remember going into what was it? Season 7 was the last season.
I think so.
Or 6. And I remember going into it thinking I had heard that it was the last season. So when I was watching it, I thought this was going to be it. I thought I was going to get to see the end of My Hero and everything. And then I get to the final episode, it's done, and there's no more episodes left. And I was like, what? Like, what? Like, that's not how, like, that can't be the ending.
Yeah, because I think it even started like throwing announcements. I think probably the last maybe 2 or 3 episodes, like it was like, yeah, this is the next season is the final season.
Yeah,
like,
it must have been. I did binge it, so it wasn't like something I watched like when it was coming out.
Same
bi-weekly and stuff. So,
but damn, did we talk about that? I don't think we talked about that on here. I think we all watched that separately. Yeah. I guess we only talked about Vigilante. That is what it is.
Oh God, let's not talk about Vigilante. We don't need to go into that.
I mean, it's probably gonna come out. I still don't understand how that lineup works, but at least it's probably gonna come back next year too. Probably mid next year. I'll probably give it like mid next year.
I hope not. I hope they're like, okay, maybe either two things. Either one, I hope it doesn't, or two, it comes back and they go, okay, we fucking sucked last season. Let's hey,
pick it up.
Jay's here to watch, I guess. He couldn't be bothered to come talk with us. But hey, Jay.
What's going on, Jason? Get your rest, man. Get your rest, man. Hard working man right there, doing some stuff off screen.
But I don't know. Like they gotta bring something to it that makes it interesting.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I can think of any animes where they started off rough and they got better later, or I stuck around even watch it get better later. I don't know. I don't think we want to.
It wasn't like, I don't know. Like there was moments. I'll give it that. There's definitely moments that were intriguing, but man, he's already mentioning Bleach.
Don't drink it. Yes, thank you. That's people hear it now. Do not drink bleach. If you didn't know.
Wise words from Jay Sama.
Don't drink it. Don't put it on your eyes.
But I don't know. It gets way better. What gets way better? Bleach? I don't know about that. Anyways, what are we starting on this week?
I mean, we didn't switch up the lineup, so first thing we can talk about is item number 8.
Great.
Episode 8, Wall. Which is weird. I don't know if I really understand the title of that. To be honest with you. Like I can see some stuff that probably could have been like a wall for that episode, but not necessarily something enough for it to be like the title of the episode. But
the last one, like, let's just make sure my brain's on the right wavelength than I remember. It was we're dealing with Ice Boy finally having the full suit. Yeah, sure, whatever his name is. Fully has the ice suit on and he's fighting the giant kaiju, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
4-2, 6.4, I think they said it was. Which I'm not really. I don't know if I quite understand the 4-2s and stuff yet. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I don't really get it myself. But okay, well, yeah, I wouldn't get why they called it Wall either. Now that I think about it,
I mean, maybe they're talking about maybe it was the Arthur or the artist. No, maybe the Arthur. Maybe the Arthur hit a wall and it was like, it's a wall. I hit one. Like I really
maybe like him overcoming. He doesn't really overcome anything. Oh, I bet it deals more with
redhead dude.
The redheaded dude. And finally going over like the wall that he had kind of like set up himself to limit himself. Because he kept looking at others and seeing how strong they were and how their potential kept getting better and better.
Yeah.
And that just made it where he was like, well, why am I not getting as strong as them as fast? So he kind of like limited himself. Maybe that's what it's talking about. I don't know. That's kind of stupid if that's what it is, but whatever.
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because I will open that up to my segues. I'm getting tired of getting that out of kaiju. Like, there's a lot of I need to get stronger. I'm weak stuff going on, like between all characters. Like, it's pretty exhausting and annoying at this point. Almost every time they go to a character, they say something about I'm not strong enough, I'm weak, and they look up like everybody's looking up to somebody. Okay, cool, I get that. Like everybody's trying to catch up to somebody. Okay, cool, I get that. But like we get this from every character, excluding like the lieutenant. I like seeing the directors out there. Like the directors, we know they clean. We just haven't seen them in action yet. But like this is like an ongoing thing. Probably all this season.
Like, yeah. And honestly, I think there's a reason for it. Personally, for me, it feels like we're leading up to like a, like a giant conflict, and I'm betting that the characters that you're seeing that are going like, I need to get stronger, I'm weak, like all that type of stuff. I'm assuming, at least this is just a guess, obviously, but I'm assuming that there will be like some massive conflict, most likely at the end of the season, and each of them will have their proving moment. So right now you're having the I'm a weak little bitch, I need to get motivated moment. And then later on, you get the, basically coming full circle moment where they prove themselves that they have grown stronger. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's happening and that's what they're trying to like set down the groundwork for. But I do have to admit, like, it's been said a lot. Like Kafka, Ice Boy, Lightning Girl, and now the whatever his name is, Shark Tooth dude.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like Ichiru or something like that.
Fuck, I know.
Something like that.
I do like his hair though. I think that's kind of cool.
Every time I see him, I keep forgetting his name, man. What's the he goes right on to my tongue. What's the rock powered dude from My Hero Academia?
Rock powered dude.
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily rock, but like he turns his like body to like, I guess it's as hard as rock.
Oh, where he gets like harder or something, which that's just a bad way to say it. But Kaminari maybe? Or is that the lightning one?
I was trying to remember his hero name. I know it's Red something. But
that like, is it Red Menace or Red? Fuck, I don't know, dude. Of course you'd ask me. I'm so bad with names. Like, you've heard the way I describe everything. Like, I don't ever have their names down. I just describe what I see. I don't remember their fucking names. There's too many of them, okay?
Oh, you ain't heard. You ain't seen nothing yet, dude. If we have to, and I really hope we don't have to, Jason, I'm listening. We can skip past it. Tower of God. You talking about getting sprinkled with a whole bunch of characters and their names?
Oh, dude. I've read Tower of God. I know. Yes.
So many characters. It ain't like all of that interesting.
And all their names are weird. Like every last one of them. Not a single one is like Bob or something. They're all fucking weird ass names.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I was slightly off tangent. I still don't understand how you go and be like, yeah, I'm gonna name this. We're introducing it as a villain, and their group name is gonna be Fug. It's gonna be so intimidating and enticing. Like Fug. That's the name you just have to come up with for your villain's name. Like,
James Mac. Everyone has to get stronger every episode. I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't say they get stronger every episode. They just recognizing that they're not hitting their potential, or they can get stronger, or they're just noticing that one of their admirers, competition, classmates, however see it, they notice them getting stronger, and they think they can get as good as them or better. I don't know, but to get back more for this episode though, man, like I really didn't get that much out of it, and it kind of jumped around a lot to where I kind of got lost in where its direction. Because like when it starts off, you got the director, you got their I guess you say their analytics team, because they're monitoring Reno's capabilities on how he's using the number 6 suit.
Yeah,
and they're telling the rest of the squad what's going on to properly take out this kaiju that came out that they classified as like a mold type or whatever. But in my perception, there was only one that was present when they said like, hey, go take that kaiju out. They took out one, then all of a sudden, like, the other one magically appeared.
It showed the big one and then a bunch of tiny ones around him.
Oh, did they? Because I don't remember only seeing one. I was like, where the fuck are these rest of these people coming from? Like, you just said one. So maybe I need to go back and watch that. Like, I only saw one. But
Jay's back one more time before you interrupt you. They don't get stronger every episode, but every episode they need to get stronger.
I mean, that's kind of how season progression works, man. I just don't need to hear about it. I need execution. I don't need words because there was just a lot of words on this, man. Like, it was dope seeing him, do a thing. Like, I like that. Like, I wasn't too much, wowed about like how he was using his ice powers, except for like when he was like climbing on like the side of the mountain or the tree, and he was using his ice powers like keep his feet in place and like stay up there to like take.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was dope. I'll give him that. That was dope. But other than that, like the rest of it, I mean, it's okay. It wasn't nothing wow.
I liked it. I mean, personally, I liked this fight scene. Like the flying around was confusing, yes, because of the camera angles are changing all the time, and you're like, just kind of like, whoa, where is he at? Like he's moving real fast, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, like it wasn't really explaining like, or not really. It was more like he just was essentially shooting the thing. Like, he doesn't have any like real cool like special weapon that lets him do some badass strike or anything. He's just channeling this cold energy that he can then stop them from healing as fast and take him out that way. Like it would have been cool if we saw him do something like we did see with like the smaller ones how he could like flash freeze them.
Yeah.
So that was fucking cool. I thought that was really neat.
Oh, but when he went berserk, he did it too. When he went and did that whole like area, like there were no kaiju in the area, but when he went through it,
yeah, like that, like, yeah, he can like flash freeze the whole thing, and that's really cool. That's neat, but like obviously, but again, like the dude's he's learning how to control it. Like this was his first time actually using it, and live combat, not just some training thing we're told. So I guess it kind of makes sense that he's still trying to like tweak it, figure out his way of using it and everything. And then of course, like he's putting so much pressure on himself too.
Yeah.
That which we saw, him just constantly going, I need more, I need more, I need more. I'm wondering what the consequences are going to be for him, like siphoning so much power, even though he wasn't like ready for it, essentially. Or if they'll even talk about consequences. Like I'm assuming he probably just took more of his lifespan off, is what I'm going to assume.
Yeah,
but yeah, it is what it is. Other than that, like I did like with Shark Tooth guy, like him. Like at first, I was like, "Oh God, he's going to be whiny." Because of course he is whiny at first, and he's talking about how everybody can is getting so much stronger than him, and he used to be the it boy and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, I really don't give a shit. Like, could you move on? But I do like at the end of it, he goes, look, like he kind of comes to the realization, I might not get as strong as them as fast, but I'm going to make it. And then I'm also going to help them, even if I can't be as strong as them. I'm going to do everything that I can. I did like that at the end. He he firms up his resolve and decides, fuck this. I'm going to, do everything that I can and kill fucking kaijus with apparently my friends.
But I mean, that brought up another question too, though, because like right at that end moment where he was running up to Reno, I think he like froze himself. Yeah, I mean, he basically froze himself in his little tundra shit, and he twisted his leg in the process because he was overexerting the power from the suit and ended up breaking his leg. But
I think that was more just his body couldn't handle the movements he was doing than just like it's nothing the suit specifically did besides just. Like, I'm wondering if he can basically use the cold to make it where he doesn't feel the pain, is what I'm curious on, if that's what he's doing, essentially. So he can exert his body further because he's, essentially like freezing nerve endings.
Yeah.
Which, if that's how, they phrase it, that would be fucking cool. Like, that'd be a cool way to use the power, too.
Quick throwback, though. I'm confused because I'm confused on if the ice shit is number 6's powers or if it's his. Because if you remember back when they were foreshadowing shit like, yeah, we know the perfect candidate for the bodysuit of number 6. And it showed all the guys out in the field fighting the kaiju. And Brown was already using ice bullets and shit.
He was, but one of the things we've noticed with people who are using those guns, when they load them, they have like a specific or like a specific color when it gets loaded, and that seems to be the element that they're using. So like he would load his, and he would have like the blue before. But one of the things, I don't know if you noticed this, but he never loaded once during his fight. He just constantly was firing. I think what it is that because I think that is like the power of number 6.
Yeah.
Is it was ice, and that's probably why he could also use it. Was ice was the element that he kind of resonated with. So, and that helped him resonate with number 6. But again, I mean, they didn't show us exactly what number 6 could do and like the flashbacks with it yet. I mean, we might see that later on. I'm wondering, like, we also haven't seen what number 6's like special skill is, which is all the weapons have seemed to have a like special skill. So, I guess and also again, as I said before, I mean, he's new to it, so. It might be just that. It might be he just doesn't know how to use it yet. So,
I
don't know.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that because I wouldn't be surprised if he still doesn't have the whole damn suit on, and he's just working with what he has because he only made it up to like probably rounding up a little bit, but I want to say like 55%. He only used like 55% of power during the fight until he ends up breaking his own leg. But
that is true. Yeah.
But going back to superpower level thing for Redhead dude, what did you think about him when you got supercharged and adrenaline pumped up to go run up to Renew, and the guys that was up there, analyzing the power suit and stuff, they're like, hey, he's doing a lot for only exerting like, I want to say they probably said like between 20 and 30, where he was doing like some shit that probably should be like at a higher level.
Well, that seems to be more like because that was kind of like the whole thing of becoming a member of the Force. Anyways, is you're able to use so much of those suits, like power increasing amplification, or however you phrase it. Yeah. So I think for him, is he used to. Oh, Jay said something. Give me a second.
Nah, we don't need to see it.
And then no, you're right, Jay. They're not very good at really explaining it. So.
Did you say he's the most powerful kaiju that they ever fought?
Did you say he was the most powerful one?
That's what they said. They said the 6th one was the most powerful one, right?
I can't remember. I feel like they've said that about every number at this point. But anyways, to get back on my point before it goes out of my brain. I think what it is like that, like he again was holding himself back because he wasn't getting as strong as everybody around him. But then when he finally accepted that he would get strong, on his own merit and on his own time, and that overall the big thing was just trying to, kill more kaijus and help the people who were, doing it. I think that allowed him to kind of like go over his wall, for using, the title of the fucking episode. And he was using more of the suit's capability. That's what they noticed, was that he was way stronger than he should have been with only being able to use, without remembering what their numbers were, let's say 20%. Yeah. So he was obviously moving way quicker and all of that than what somebody using it at 20% would be capable of doing. So at least that's what I got from it. That might be completely wrong, but
maybe I just want to see what they're gonna do with it. Like, are they gonna look at him and be like, all right, the next kaiju get killed, hey, might be prime number 1 to be the next one to get one of these special number kaiju weapon?
Well, it feels like the special kaiju weapons is more about like you having like a resonance with it. It doesn't seem to be anything about like, oh, you're strong enough to use it or anything. It's like a resonance. Like otherwise, I don't think you can fully use it, like its capabilities, because you, I guess, can't like vibe with that type of power or energy or something like that. Like that's the reason why Ice Boy is able to use the Ice Kaiju weapon. Is like how I kind of grasped it. I might be wrong, but that because also like I mean, number 10 wants the lieutenant to use him.
They like fight. Well, yeah. I mean, basically, yeah. It's still a resonance though, because he sent.
That is true.
Like
he did say like, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I guess it's just a resonance thing. But we also know, thanks to Kafka's friend, like the childhood friend, she's a captain. But as far as we can tell, she doesn't use any numbered weapon.
That we know of.
So that does show us that not everybody has to have a numbered weapon to be a fucking badass.
I mean, that's what I felt like we got robbed. Well, I ain't gonna say we got robbed of it, but I was hyped when the director was like, all right, Renu, you ain't acting like you got it and you about to sit there overexert yourself with your kaiju weapon. I'm gonna step in. Go ahead, step back. I was like, holy shit, we're about to see another director get in there. Like, all right, let's go. Like, I like that. Like, I wouldn't have thought that the directors were actually combative like that. I thought they were just saying,
is he a director? I thought he was just a captain. Like the first captain. I thought he was just a captain.
I mean, the directors do fight too, because remember in that same episode when
there's only 3 directors, or well, I mean, one of them's dead now, but I think there's only 3 directors.
Hey, they wanted to fight too. Remember? In that same episode,
but I don't think. Oh wait a minute.
I think they know those captains to be the long range
user of the Force. I don't remember that, but he might be right.
Well, no, because he's not part of that unit no more. He's part of the captain guy now.
He's talking about the old one, not the new one.
Yeah, we already got over there, man. If you want to talk about the show, come on.
Well, he can only text so quickly. He got thumbs. He got slow thumbs. But I don't know. Like my point still is, you know, like we at least know that like I'm pretty sure he was a captain. I don't think he was a director. I think he's a captain of that area, and that's who those 2, Ice Boy and whatever. Fighting words. But I think he's just the captain of that area. I don't think that was a director. But it still would have been cool to see a captain who doesn't use a numbered weapon to go, just like with Kafka's old captain or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember if we really saw her do too much. We mostly saw the lieutenant do stuff, didn't we?
I mean, season 1, she was doing a good little bit. I think she was the one that did. Didn't she do the finishing move on number 10?
Maybe. I don't remember. It's been too long.
It has.
But I think you might be right though. That sounds right.
But she was. I remember she was definitely fucking using that cannon and the action and the other. Like, she was definitely doing some shit. I remember that much.
Yeah.
But who knows how much?
Yeah. But still, overall, I think the episode was pretty good.
What would you rate?
What would I rate? I'd give it a 7. It's a 7. Yeah.
I'll probably do 6.5. I'll do
6.5. Well, at least Jay apparently thinks it's an 8.
Hey, that's what you saw. That's what you saw. I'm gonna just turn the 8. Maybe the 8 is like binoculars, and you just saw something I didn't see. Like I didn't see 8.
Too bad Jay's not here to defend his opinion. He had to abandon us tonight, everybody. Uh, nah, nah. I think 8's a little too generous, but hey, Jay, I get it. You really like Kaiju. I understand.
Yeah.
I do too. I really like it. I this season, after those first couple episodes, has been pretty solid.
I personally, I didn't care for season 1 like that. And I didn't like season 2 until the director shit and all that went down. So, hey, we'll see. This episode kind of really more downhill. I really wanted to rate this lower, but you kind of opened my eyes up for some other stuff. So, it changed just a little bit. So I sure was going to say 5. I felt decent about it.
You heard it here first, everyone. I changed Dap's mind. I am brilliant. Praise me.
And I got to change my mind again. All right, so I'm just going with my 5. I'll stick with my 6.5. I already said it.
Victory. All right. Well, we got an 8, we got a 7, we got a 6.5 for Kaiju this week. So what's next?
All right, man. Yeah, so we on here live, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X. We got done talking about Kaiju number 8, episode 8, Wall. Let's get into the next anime, and it's going to be Gotcha Kuda, season 1, episode 8, moving forward. And, Gotcha Kuda's been doing great and wonders for me. And then I'm just go ahead and throw that accolade out there. No, I'm the one that recommended we talked about this, and I think it was a good recommendation.
I'll give you, like, it's been great. I call it the trash anime, but it's not because it's bad.
Especially this episode, I love that they it's like they heard us talking last week. And I was like, okay, let's show them why reading shit works the way it works. I'm like, yes, I like that. There wasn't action in this episode. I'm pretty sure not whatsoever. No, there wasn't any action whatsoever. But the backstory that we got and the info that we got out of this episode, it cleared up a lot of questions, and I'm looking forward to see how the rest of this progresses. Because in a way, I think Jay Thomas said, like, maybe whatever he ends up using, he ends up crumbling, and then, he keeps on pushing. But now we know that whatever he ends up putting his vital essence into, like, it'll hang around until its purpose is fulfilled.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting concept, because, like, the way I'm already, like, planning in the future, but, like, I want to see what's going to happen. Like, if he ends up using another person's vital tool, and maybe he puts too much of his, I forget what they actually call it, so I'm just calling it vital essence, but, like, if he puts a vital essence into it, like, does that, like, speed up the purpose, or is it still just tied to the user? Oh, yeah, it was Anima? Yeah, Anima. Yeah. So, I'm curious on that. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to when he ends up having to use somebody else's vital tool and put his anima into it. Like,
I'm curious if he'll even be able to use it, because, like, again, his vital instrument is his gloves.
Yeah.
But the gloves allow him to, like, put his anima or energy or power or whatever, because they never 100% say it's him putting anima into it. But it's just that his gloves allow him to, like, let the item have, like, one last hurrah, as they said. Like, let it go out in a blaze of glory, I think was the actual, like, phrasing they used. So, but the items were, like, again, for the main character, because I'm blanking on his name. Ridu. Yeah, there we go. Ridu. For Ridu is that, like, all the items so far have been trash.
Besides the charm.
Yeah, besides the charm. But, like, I mean, the charm, maybe that was just because he could, like, I mean, maybe everything can be used. It's just it'll be easier for him to use it on trash.
No, he can't use it on everything. Remember, I can't remember what they gave him, but they gave him a knife. I think they gave him a knife, and they was like, "Hey, activated. Come on, we're about to do some training, but he couldn't do
That's
nothing with it.
true, but I'm wondering if that's more not because of the item, but because of him mentally. Like to him, the item wasn't like a thrown away object or anything, and letting him do the like one last hurrah. It was an actual something that was useful. It was used and all that kind of stuff. They were just they just gave it to him to use for this instance. And then when they gave him trash and stuff, though, it works a little bit different because to him, like all trash is like vital, but everybody else doesn't see it that way.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a mental thing than anything. But I mean, you might be right too. Maybe it has to be trash. I don't know. I don't know on that front. They gave us a good amount in this episode. I really enjoyed like the whole like fleshing this out, but it didn't feel like forced or anything. It felt pretty natural.
Yeah.
Because obviously, they would be trying to figure these things out. Both, the main character would want to understand his power, and of course, the other cleaners would as well if he ends up joining them. Which of course we do see. Yeah, well at that time, they didn't know 100%, but yeah. But then, which good segue moment. We finally got to see the leaders of the cleaners.
Yep. Is it a firm Reedu's half black? Because the leader of the cleaners is going to be Reedu's dad, right?
That was not my theory. That was Jay's. I think it might have been yours. It wasn't mine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I threw it out there. I mean, it seems like a typical kind of thing you would do in an anime. Like, yeah. Of course, the leader of a group he's never been a part of that he's kind of got some tie to. Of course, that was going to be his dad. But
I'm starting to wonder if the leader of the Raiders is going to be tied to him.
He's the leader of both kind of thing, or
no?
Like that?
I'm starting to think if
my bad.
The leader of the Raiders is tied to Reedu. Just because like at the end there where you saw like the symbol that was on his back or whatever is the same thing that's on Reedu's gloves, which we do know thanks to the Raider episode that or the last episode. Yeah, anyways, the episode previous that that the leader has a item from the same set. Like so we already knew that, but I'm wondering if like because of us seeing it and it is like the exact same like symbol and everything, if that means it's going to be somebody tied to Reedu like personally. But it also could just be somebody tied to the Spherites. It might have nothing to do with like Reedu himself, just more the Spherites in general.
I mean, the symbol is a circle. Maybe it's
that is a fair point. I didn't really think about that. But also, we got to see Reedu's new outfit. Like we got the cleaner look, and it honestly, it's pretty nice. I liked it. I like the uniform.
I like it, but I don't know if I like the socks being red. I think that's like the only thing that slightly throws me off. I know they probably did it because of his eyes, but I think it still slightly throws me off.
I don't think I ever even noticed the socks.
Yeah, his socks is red, man. But
I'll have to see next episode on that one. But yeah, I didn't even notice that. I just liked it as like the whole set. I thought it looked really. I just assumed he was just gonna like get his jacket back or something at some point, just because of the intro, because the intro just shows him in his original outfit the whole time. So
I don't watch the intro, so
I only watched it once, so when I still didn't know anything that was going on, that way I wouldn't be able to like make connections.
I kind of got to stop. Like, unless it's like got like a box to it, like I'm not really trying to watch intros. Like, they kind of spoil it now.
Yeah, a lot of the time, yeah, unfortunately. But otherwise, like, what did you think of like the leader?
I mean, I appreciate the representation. I didn't think it was gonna be a black guy. I appreciate it. You didn't see anything on him that was like, okay, that's the kind of item that he uses.
Yeah, I thought that too. I was curious. I was like, what's he use? Like,
Unless like his jacket is his vital item, that would be dope.
Maybe.
That would be dope. But I think that's gonna be a given. Obviously, I want to see what the fuck he's capable of doing. The reason why he's bald. So yeah. I really ain't got much to say about him. I mean, he's dope looking character. He didn't say much besides, like, hey, I've seen what you've been doing in the background redo. Heard about your cause, and it sucks that you don't want to be part of us because, you don't think you're going to be able to go back to Sphere and stuff. And, you just try to go straight to no man's land. And we ain't trying to do that just yet. He liked the fact that he saved a couple of his guys, a couple cleaners and givers. Hey, yeah, doing the thing. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I liked him in just like the style. I liked the character design for him. His little moment where he was like, "I would have thrown you out if at first," and I was like, "Oh, well, thank God, fucking Ridu didn't meet you yet." Then
I didn't even think about it like that.
Like, because if he had met him the first time, the moment he would have known that all Ridu wanted was to just basically use them until he got what he wanted, like, which would have been fair on his part. Like, I mean, you can't blame him for that. I mean, the captain or the leader or whatever, not Ridu. Ridu, was a little bit of an ass on that, but I don't know. Like, I thought it, like, overall, I was like, okay, I thought, like, the kind of, like, presence they're trying to give him, where it's obvious, like, they want him to seem a little intimidating. Like, that was that moment where, he's like, I would have thrown you out or whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm, just like you, I'm very curious on, like, how strong he's going to be. Like, let's see, like, what he can quite do and all that type of stuff. I'm very, very, like, I can't wait to see it. But that probably won't be until like either like near the end of the season or maybe like sometime later on. I doubt they'll drop that bomb, too soon from now. But maybe they will. Maybe we'll see it really quickly.
Yes, I mean, if they do, maybe he just doesn't use anything, or maybe he can't use anything. Maybe he's just a cleaner. He's not a giver. That'd be interesting. He's just a really strong cleaner.
Well, I mean, they're all cleaners. He would be support staff.
I thought that was the name that the support staff was. I thought they were cleaners, and then the ones that actually use vital items that were givers.
No, well, the ones who can use givers is what anybody who can use vital items is called. But they're all cleaners. Like, everybody's a cleaner of the group. It's just the support staff are just known as the support staff, from my understanding.
Oh, okay. Well, if the boss is not a giver. I mean, it would suck, but I guess whatever alternative you would have to be, the boss and potentially be strong, that probably be dope stuff. You can find out. But, hey, I mean, hopefully it's not a design. I don't even know if I want to say flaw. That's not the word I'm looking for. But the fact that he has dreads and Java has dreads. I'm hoping they have some kind of relation. It's just not like lack of like, what kind of hair can we give? These black characters.
Just the black characters have like some type of family relationship just because they're the black characters. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, both of them got dreads, like, or.
I think that's just the artist going, black people have dreads. Like, I think that's just the artist saying that's what it is.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping is not the case. Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe it's just a style. I mean, right now, everything we've seen style-wise is kind of like I don't want to say really like a punkish thing, but it's more of like a gritty style is kind of like what they've given all these different characters, both the raiders and the cleaners. Like, none of the cleaners really look like, like this upstanding citizen or anything like that. So they've done a more gritty look, which, I mean, I guess makes sense with the whole fucking planet being trash, apparently.
I mean, bringing up the punk rock stuff, though, I don't know. I think it's the music that gives me that vibe, but I'm starting to get like Western vibes sometimes when I watch the show. And I think it's just because of the background music that they use, because they got like I think it's like a ukulele or something like that. They'll have like plucking in the background. They'll give it like a Western like vibe. And so like, it gets me every time it comes on. I just start thinking like, yes, what's the Western? I don't know why, man.
Why do Westerns have you? Is that true? They use ukuleles? What?
You know how they got like the little, like how they have like if somebody comes stepping into a town and then you'll hear that guitar playing in the background, like, oh, it's Buckle Two Gun Sam, like that shit. Like,
I mean, I never got like a Western feel from it.
It's just the background music that catches me off.
I'm gonna have to disagree on that front. I've never once got a Western feel from it. It's just, honestly, I don't like the intro music. At least I thought more of like a metal thing, but But other than that. I don't know. Like it seems more like art style wise, it's more like they're trying to be gritty and kind of like I don't really have the right words for this, but like grungy maybe is the right word for it.
I mean, I can see it like a displaced punk, like cyberpunk type shit. Like I can see that if you, like what you were saying earlier. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, something like that. Because just like with like all the different characters, like styles, there's always like a bunch of facial or not always, but there's a lot of facial piercings with various characters. Yeah. And like that's why I kind of think of more like a grungy, like gritty feel to it, which I like. I really enjoy the style of the show so far.
Yeah.
I hope they keep it going because like. You know, having style to the show is, you know, part of what makes it interesting. So,
yeah, everybody got their own flair. You ain't just looking at the main character like, oh man, he's great. Nobody else.
By the way, what was up with this fucking man-child baby with the fucking pacifier?
Oh, know about that, man. I don't even know, man. I don't even know if I want to see what he's capable of doing because
100%. You know, the pacifier is his essential item.
That's what I was thinking too, but I'm hoping that's not the case.
Oh, it totally is. 100%. There's no way it's not.
Oh, I forgot all about that too, man. They make the episode seem like it's like something so much bigger, like they got rated or some shit when they show. Yeah. You see something banging on the door or a dude walking down the hallway. Oh, what was that? And then they just cut the scene and talk about something 6 years earlier and shit. And they just reading who ate so much damn candy and got fat. Yeah. It wasn't terrible. Like, it's just crazy. Like, that's just how they ended up going with that. I was hoping Redo wasn't going to like the candy because it had that little split moment where it seemed like he was about to spit out the candy because it was nasty or something.
I do think it would have been nice for him to go, oh, it's too sweet or something like that. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Him just basically like gobbling it down. Like, I thought that was kind of humorous too. But I think it would have been funnier if he had like tried it and went, "Oh, this is too sweet."
Yeah, it would have gave everybody else something to be like, "Man, Ryu's from the spirit. He's a spirit, and he doesn't like sweets. It's kind of weirdo." Like, it just I felt like it would have built his character in like just a fun negative way for all the rest of the characters.
Though, I mean, it is funny though that he like ate so much he was ginormous. That cracked me up. Yeah. I also like how like once he like slimmed down, the girl was like, "Hey, you have a neck again."
I did not catch that.
Like it was that I thought that was humorous. It cracked me up a little bit.
I'm glad you reminded me of everything else now though. I thought that was interesting too, and I felt like they kind of foreshadowed on that too. When I can't remember that cleaner's name, the one that got stabbed in the fucking chest by a jobber, the one that we thought died.
That's what you guys said. I never thought he died.
I mean, shit. I think he got hit twice. If I'm not mistaken, I thought he got hit in the abdomen and he got stabbed in the chest, right?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure he was just stabbed in the chest. And like Redo thought he died 100%, which we still of course saw in this episode again. But that was always one of the things that kind of bugged me about that episode was I was like, Redo, like, why do you just assume he's dead? You just assume someone gets stabbed in the chest and automatically dies?
I mean, it was trauma. I mean,
it is 100%. That's 100% what it is. It's trauma from when his daddy, stepdad, whatever you want to call him, died. Like, it is trauma. Like that. I mean, it makes sense. It's just like I just remember, like, in the back of my head, just going, you do know, like, people just don't automatically die. Like, it's like every person has like just a instant death button on their chest or something. Like that's how it basically seemed to feel about it.
It kind of should have been pushed. I mean, I felt like it would have had more.
Again, the thing is, though, the whatever dude, like, I don't, obviously, he didn't care if he killed them or not.
Yeah.
But his whole thing is he deals with poison. So, like, that was another reason why I was like, why are you just assuming he's dead? He might just be paralytically poisoned. Like, there was no, like, gaping hole in his chest or anything. He just got stabbed.
I guess when you put it like that, because it's not like it did go in and come out.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was something like that, like, actually, like, tore up his inside. Like, I guess if you put it like that.
Like, I mean, even when he, like, stabbed him, it was so quick. Like, it was like barely, like, in my head, it was just barely went into the chest, pulled out.
Barely? Bro, we looked down at that shit,
obviously
bro.
Not barely. Like, there was a lot of blood. But, I mean, like, just enough to, like, I don't know, at least, maybe it was more like he was just trying to freak. I don't think the guy was really trying to kill him. I think he was just trying to, like, piss Redo off, was my thing. That's what I got from it, originally. But, of course, like, but, I mean, I'm glad the guy didn't die. I liked the character, so. That's why when, like, you guys were like, oh, he's dead, and, like, we're assuming and shit, I was like, man, that kind of sucks. I liked him. I didn't want him to be dead.
Yeah, he's a cool character. I don't mind him sticking around. Like, I'm not too bad. Like, I'm not like I'm like 50-50. Oh, 40-60. 60 being me being all right with it. The 40 being like, man, he should have died. But I like what they kind of opened up to, because they were like, hey, this healer giver, like, she's the only one that's capable of doing this type of stuff. Like, she's the real hero here. So I'm curious on if, like, later on, like, in future episodes, like, he's going to be the target. Because it feels like if they get rid of her, people can really mess up with the cleaners, and they ain't going to be able to really do nothing because they guys will be so hurt with no healer.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair point, too, which, I mean, should be every person's fucking, you know, plan. Take out the healer first. Like, that's what you do.
Yeah.
I wish we would have got to see how she healed. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get to see that. We just got to see her, you know, being all shy that people were like, oh, you know, you healed them. Thank you. And, like, all that type of stuff. We're going to be like, I didn't do nuts. And it's like, bitch, you're the only one who can heal people. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But I also, just I guess for us to move along on this, I'm glad that they give him, like, one more, like, we've got a clue now, thanks to the cleaners, where Redo has a place to start looking. The center of one of these no man's lands and everything.
Yeah.
I also am glad that they kind of, like, showed how they're holding him back, because, like, right now it's just suicide to just go without, you know, thinking about it and training, being prepared and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's a smart thing to do. Like, so I like how, I don't know, like, one of the things I'm liking about the show is that nothing really feels very forced with it so far. Everything flows really naturally.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. Again, I forgot about that too. Like, I definitely want to see what's up with this. We play Lady in the Trash. Like, see what's going on with that. Like, what's her thing? What's that about? Was that why? I'm gonna say Engine. I don't think that was the name of it. Was that the real reason why Engine was over there? Because he was trying to find, or he was talking to the Lady of the Waste. It wasn't because Redo fell out the sky and he had intel on that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. We still don't know like why he was out there. Also, they made it where like I guess one of the things that I was like assuming was that the spherite place is essentially like a floating island and it just moves in like probably a circular pattern or something. That was like my assumption. But this episode makes it seem like it's much different than that. So in the sense that they were set, like it doesn't seem like it has a set path with the way that they were describing it. And then two, with it being like sometimes people survive and sometimes people don't.
Yeah.
Like, and it didn't really explain like how they don't or how they do. So like it's very curious on like is this supposed to be like maybe the spherite is like I honestly I don't know. Like I don't know how to really describe it. I just know that like from the way they were describing it near the end of the episode that in my head it was changing the way I was thinking of how the spherite place moved. Because again, I just thought of it as like a floating island that basically just did, laps essentially. That's how I kind of thought of it in my brain, but it doesn't seem that way. So I'm wondering if it like moves a lot different. Maybe it doesn't have a set path. Maybe maybe it just randomly appears or something. I don't know.
Hey, well, since you got my brain turning and turning, what if that insignia that it has for the series, that big circle is the no man's land, like that whole like the trash place, and then them other three spots are like other different sphereites or sphere lands.
So there's more than one? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Potentially, yeah.
I mean, maybe. But I don't know why they would symbolize the no man's land.
Like that's the big ass circle. The big ass circle be the
but that's what I'm saying. Like, why would that be the visualized thing? But I mean,
that's where most of the trash is, maybe. Maybe.
I'm wondering if like because they called it like they said the set, but didn't they say like didn't the guy like somebody said like I think it was there at the end. Didn't he say like the set of something? Like the Guardian or something like that? Am I remembering or something or?
Nah, he broke down something because like he said something about the series, and then he said another type of I guess vital. I wouldn't say vital treasure, but he said some other kind of instrument as well. I can't remember off the top.
It sounded like he said like the series of Guardian or something of that sort. I don't hold me to like the Guardian part, but I want to say it was something like that because I remember thinking, oh, I wonder if this set or these sets come from the sphereites. Like maybe this is a power. Maybe this power was isn't as like newer or just for this world because of the trash. Maybe this was something that did exist before. And that's where these sets come from. Like they're specifically designed for givers, essentially. Was like my kind of thought process. But I had like that was just a theory that popped into my brain when I heard like whatever he said because I still don't remember that, but I want to say it was something like Guardian, like series of Guardian or something like that, or stewardship or something. I don't fucking remember. But it was something along those lines.
Good thing you man, but I mean, shit, I think we could talk about this for at least 40 minutes by itself. Like, I think he tells on his own. Just
my bad.
No, you good. I'm just saying. I think it just tells alone just like how great the story is, and it's just what 8 seasons. It's just 8 episodes deep. Like,
yeah, I mean, overall, the anime is fucking awesome. This episode, I do think, is a little slower, and I think that's a good segue to go into my rating for it. For me, this is probably going to be one of my lower ratings for our trash anime, and it would probably be a 7 for me on this one. Like, not bad. I still think the episode was good. We got a good lore dump, but I don't know. Like, there was a couple little things that I thought were like more stupid than funny.
yeah,
Like the whole him, devouring the candy and getting real fat and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, it's humorous. I get what they were going for, but not really my cup of tea type thing.
It wasn't really necessary, but
yeah. So, like, 7 for me. It was a solid 7, but still a 7.
Yeah, I don't think I was like minus, like you saying, the candy thing wasn't necessary, but like it didn't really take away from anything. It still felt like they fit in everything that they wanted to tell you in this episode with that little bit of like filler, if that's what you want to call it.
I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Yeah.
Me, man, I think I've been saying 8 this whole time. Maybe I probably gave it a 9 at some point, but I'm gonna say this episode for you. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay. So 7 and 8. Jay, if you're still watching, just pop the thing into the chat. We'll pop it up for everybody else to see. But
he's eating the pillow right now, man. Leave him alone.
Pillow.
Let him eat his pillow.
But
all right, well,
no. He was here. We'll go first. He did 7.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Jay's on the same vibe with me. But
man,
for
you ain't take that. It does, man. Like, go back and listen to like whenever they play background music. Occasionally, like it has like an old Western feel. Like maybe it's just me, but
I think that's
the old Western feel.
Like that's an odd take for me. I never felt Western from this at all.
Like, I feel like he can even come off as like, of course, mine is having like fucking holsters and guns and shit and all that. But like, even when like they step out into like I'd say the wild, like it's usually dusty and all that shit. Like usually like that's kind of like shit like you see like in the Western. Like they got like dust blowing in the background. I think we seen a tumbleweed or something like blowing in the wind in this anime. Some other shit you would see from like a Western. Like I feel like in a way it does kind of try to like pull elements from old Western into this, but obviously, it's not nowhere near a traditional old Western show. Maybe I'll keep it next time.
Well, Jay wants to know what your favorite Western is. See if we can make sense.
My favorite Western? I did not watch Westerns like that. My grandpa used to watch Westerns, and I just sit there. All I can tell you is that people ride horses and shoot guns on the horses. That's about like all I can tell you. Besides that, and duels. But I'm not a Western guy whatsoever.
Yeah, me either. That's for me. It's always been more of like a music thing, like than just the dust or the tumbleweed. Because the tumbleweed and the dust and all that, like there's plenty of shows that do that I wouldn't call a Western. But
I mean,
like for me, like maybe like Mandalorian. This is a wild switch, but Mandalorian, like that had a Western vibe, like both through the music and then the actions and stuff like that. But
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I can see how that was going.
Yeah, but anyways, we've got plenty of other anime to talk about. I think we can move on from this.
Sure.
What's our next one?
All right, so going into our next anime, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. And the next anime we are going to be talking about is Adventure. Season 1, Episode 9. Margot and Drell. This episode, man. It's another lore dump. I don't even think it really got into the whole fight. Didn't really even get into a fight once at least you got onto it looked like the China wall, honestly. But when she got onto like the bridge wall thing and face drowned, like I feel like
really, it's mostly just been like there hasn't been a real like fight with him. Like it's mostly been her like reacting to his attacks. Like he does like these big attacks, which then like blow up like the side of the fucking wall or something like that, and her being thrown off the edge. There was the time when all the soldiers shot arrows at him, and he blocks them all with the sword. So like not really a fight. Like the fight we got to see was with the dragon and in the flashback.
Yeah,
which that was cool. I liked that. That was awesome.
I'm like I'm still very disappointed, man. Like I can't be the only one that feels that way. Like you can't give me what I guess it will be peak for this anime because we haven't seen it again. But you can't give me nice fluid animation in the fight scene on your episode 1, and then after that, like you can start doing like this whole like half-ass fight animations. Like 1 minute I'm seeing some swords actually connect, and then the next minute now I'm seeing like the person attack the teeth or attack the viewer, and then the guy gets hit type shit. Like it hasn't been like that fluid animation that I saw or choreography that I seen in episode 1. And it hurt and bugs the fuck out of me.
Fight I thought was pretty good. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, they're dodging a lot. Like their teammates get wiped out immediately. So I mean, they don't fucking do anything. So I can see like being kind of disappointed with that. But at least with like the sword master or whatever her name's father.
Should be Margot. Margot. Should be Margot.
Oh, it was okay? Yeah, Margot was her father. Anyways, he like with him, I thought it was pretty good. Like the jumping around, using drill to send his ass fucking flying above it. Like I thought it was smooth and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's not as good as like the first, fight scene we saw in the very first episode. But then again, also in the first episode, I mean, mostly all that happens is them dodging Clavince's attacks, using their magic, so that you can understand how the sword works, and then them getting all cut up.
Nah, man, the whole fight. Because remember when because they were going up there in horseback and carriage, and then the horse was like, "Hey, fuck y'all humans. Y'all can walk the rest of the way. I'm not dying for no goddamn dark beast." I'm turning around, and then that's when all the heroes had to get out, and then they marched up the mountain. But yeah, when they marched up that mountain, they kept getting intercepted by dark beasts. Like that was all fluid action, bro. Like that shit was good. They were intercepting dark beasts all the way until they got to the top, and they was fighting all of them.
But I don't remember it being like a fluid. It was, from what I remember, it was mostly like cut to like one hero cutting a beast in half, and then cutting to another hero cutting a beast in half. Like it wasn't like a fluid motion.
God. From what I remember, man, it was definitely a lot better than anything we've seen in the past 8 episodes. Sadly, I gotta go back that far. Like I give you that. Like the whole thing where Margot went up the drill and he was like, "Hey, use your technique to launch me in the air." I did like that. I like that too. I 100% give you that. But like everything else, it just wasn't like it wasn't somebody like it.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I mean, it's been how their kind of style of fights have been. Like we haven't really seen any good, at least to me, like back and forth fights in the show yet, to be honest. Like in my opinion, because even like the other one that I thought was really good was the what's her name, Alicia?
Yeah.
Where she when she's dodging all the fucking ravens.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good scene. Like that was really well done. That was really fluid, stuff like that.
Yeah,
but again, that's been what we've seen. Is it's been like we haven't seen a real good like back and forth fight, in my opinion, anywhere in the show so far. But personally, I don't think we've needed it really yet, because right now it's mostly getting information and moving the story along.
Nah, you're missing one. It might even be two, because you got Drell versus the fucking dude that doesn't know how to use a lance. You have that.
That was an awful fight.
Shit.
That one should have been.
Oh, I think that was dope. I was like,
no. That was an awful fight. That one should have been done way better. But again, also wasn't a like back and forth fight. It was to show Drell like overwhelming this dude. Though, as you said, him like the way he used and wielded the lance was fucking terrible.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. But anyways, just moving on from that. We haven't got there yet, Jay.
What did we say?
What did you guys think about the Headless King, and what the fuck is his intentions? I will agree with you. I didn't see that coming either. I wasn't thinking he was just gonna walk up and be like, "Yo, I'm alive."
I mean, he might not even be alive, honestly.
I mean, yeah. Who the fuck knows?
It might be a magical, like, automated thing.
I don't know. He seemed to have like responses. I don't think I would.
He didn't say nothing yet. Or what you mean? Like,
no, he talked.
He did when?
Yeah, when he like comes out of the shadows, and it shows him like holding his head and stuff. I forget what he said exactly, but he did talk.
Hang on, I don't remember that. Maybe
but
because even
that, I have no like. I mean, I don't really get like what.
Because even when he came out the shadows, oh no, my bad. Okay, because my bad. I was thinking that the king took Luna from Preventive. I forgot that Luna was with Nellaroo, and King knocked out Nellaroo to get Luna. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
got you.
But at least which we talked about this before we got on here, but the thing that I thought was really interesting is that we now know exactly which Dark Lord beast Drell's dealing with. It's the northern one, which is apparently a dragon Dark Lord beast, or at least that's my assumption. It doesn't outright tell you that in this episode, but the Dark Lord beast had like 3 eyes. And then my theory, which I was telling Dap earlier, was that Drell, I think, was basically like Alicia, where he was brought back at that point with Dark Ichor. Because you see him in the footprint, and he has all that blood around him, but he's magically, still alive. He doesn't have any wounds on him at that point. It never outright says it, of course, but that was my thought process. And I'm also believing that the dragon somehow has like I'm wondering if I have 2 theories. Either one, Drell has been led across this path with the Dark Beast, Dragon Dark Beast Lord or whatever, like speaking in his ear without him knowing that it was the Dark Beast speaking in his ear. Maybe he was just like whispering in his mind or something, because we do know that Alicia can talk with Coventus through the mind. That was also something in this episode that was confirmed. So I'm assuming that the dragon could have done that too. Or my other theory, though, is that Drell knows that the Dark Beast Lord has been like leading him along, and he's accepted that because he wants to get whatever it is he wants. I'm not really sure on that front, because we still don't know what the Dark Beast Lord would want based on anything. But like, that's my theory, and Jay likes it as well.
I mean, that's definitely a dope theory, but I will say, now that I got to ponder on even more, why wouldn't Cleventis be able to notice that? Because when Cleventis was approached by the troll Dark Beast from the Raven King, the troll Dark Beast noticed that, that was either some kind of Dark Lord, or maybe somebody stronger than him. Like, it was able to notice.
It was able to notice what?
Remember when Clemente popped up when he was about to fight the Raven King? You know, the troll was scared. It didn't want to attack Clemente until
because Cleventis gave off his energy, his like aura or whatever. That's when it backed down. And then because it backed down, once it was able to like notice his like aura or scent or however you want to phrase it, the guy had to use his special powder shit to basically force the troll to attack.
Yeah, it made it go berserk. Yeah. Maybe that's right. Okay.
And then also, Cleventis, like, he knew that Drell had Dark Ichor. He said that. At that point, we assumed the reason he knew that was because he used it to, you know, capture him.
Yeah.
But it could have been that Cleventis was able to tell through, like, scent or something right from the get-go.
I could tell from being trapped in.
Yeah, well, I'm saying even before he got trapped in. But we don't know for sure because obviously Cleventis didn't tell us that. Like, we just know that Cleventis knew about it when he pops up with Alicia after, you know, he got captured. So, like, us as an audience member, it makes you assume that he knew that after he gets captured. So, like, it makes you think, oh, he only knows that because of seeing himself get captured. But that could be it. Like, we don't know that it's him, like, he was able to scent it or something. But what we do know, though, is that Drell used Dark Ichor, which we knew can only happen from a Dark Beast Lord thanks to Cleventis. That's the reason I think that Drell is like Alicia, where he was brought back to life by the dragon in his, like, flashback or whatever. But I'm also thinking that, like, the dragon never, like, told, like we obviously saw that the dragon was gone once he woke up. So, unlike where Cleventis basically is like, you're my bitch now to Alicia, Drell didn't get that. So that's why I'm wondering if the dragon basically has, like, led him along by just whispering in his ear. Like, trying to be like, you know, like Cleventis says he wants to do with Luna, trying to be, you know, the pulling the strings behind the scenes, type stuff. But other than that fact, like, I mean, there wasn't. I just like the fighting. I also think fucking Alicia's father, Margot, is a badass. That dude was awesome. His no hesitation, I already said this to you, Dap, earlier, but his no hesitation to throw that sword after his leg got cut off, that was such a badass moment to me. He was just like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Throw sword.
Yeah.
Like, no hesitation, just immediately knew he was out of the fight. And he was like, nope, we got to kill this thing. So he throws it over to his friend. Like, that was cool. That was a cool moment.
Did a lateral through the sword back to keep the game in play. Yeah. I did like that. Like usually, I don't even think I can name a serious moment in an anime or any kind of fight where characters charging in to attack something, trips over a rock, and ends up getting caught off guard at that moment, and then, you know, their time in the fight is over, and it wasn't a parody of last time.
It was a new challenger, he says.
I mean, it might as well have been that. Or be like Marvel vs. Capcom, like right before your character gets taken out, you know, you do a quick swap. I still got a backup character.
The thing that kind of got me with the flashback, this was the one really big negative thing I had for this whole episode. The group that went to go fight the dragon, besides even the guys who fucking die 3 seconds into the fight, every last one of them has red weapons.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, and as far as I understand, having a red weapon makes it a regalia. That's how I understand it. So, but the thing is, Drell's big thing was that he couldn't become a hero because his friend won.
Yeah.
But he already had regalia weapons.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up. So that's one thing I really, really, really did like about this episode, that they said and they broke down the lore for how swords work. Like, when you get a regalia, it ain't shit, basically. You have to go kill a dark beast, and then it contains like the essence or power or whatever of the dark beast that you slayed it with. First one. Like, you get no reviews. Which is dope. I like that. That's a dope concept. So maybe all of them didn't have dark beasts in there. So like all of them were like the backup players. Like, hey, if Margot went down or Drell went down, like they're the ones to be able to take out the dragon, and then they get the dragon and they're regalia. So like it's contingency.
I mean,
it doesn't go to waste.
Yes and no, because one, Margot's father never would have thrown the sword then.
What do you mean?
Why would he? Why wouldn't Drell just use his two swords?
Because they weren't regalias, were they?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they all seem to be regalia. They were all red. Every last one of them had red weapons. Like, that was where my big issue was. Also, apparently the only people who use or keep regalia are supposed to be heroes.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how I understood it. I might be wrong on that front, but that's what I was getting from the show. And yet, they all had regalia when they were fighting. Every last one of them had a red weapon. Drell had two what looked like kind of short swords. Both of them were red. Margot, of course, had the dragon blade, though it wasn't the dragon blade yet. Which, by the way, they made the weapon that ends up becoming the villainous weapon look as sinister as possible from the get-go.
I give you that.
And then the two guys who died like right away, I think both of them had spears and they were red.
Maybe they were the false regalia? Maybe.
I mean, maybe. Jay also put I don't think that is true for all regalia though, which you might be right. I don't know on that front. Like that, I'm just getting like from what context clues we've been given, like throughout the shows, the episodes so far. Like everything that's red, as far as I understood, is supposed to be a regalia. Like because didn't the Ravens guy, like that was the thing. They could make fake ones, but the fake ones weren't fully red. They were only partially red. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, didn't he say that the partially red one was just a shitty fake one? Okay, maybe that. Yeah, no, that.
They just used to get some good money out because people couldn't tell that it was fake.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
But I think my biggest question now, honestly, though, is episode 1. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't when the heroes went to invade I forgot what they called Coventry Mountain, but wasn't that Alicia's first mission?
Yeah, but I don't. It was her first mission, but from what I understood, well, maybe not. It wasn't her first mission. I don't remember on that. But from what I don't think any of the regalia those heroes were using were newly crafted regalia. I think they were all just regalia that was being reused with new heroes.
That would make sense.
Because the one that Drell and Margot fought over, they talk about even in that episode that was the first regalia the king had made in 6 years.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'll accept that.
He said, I think her dad received a special one with conditions. Also, we know that all. It's the same. Yeah, so, like, we know that, like, I don't know. Like, that's, again, I'm not 100% sure. It does seem like the way regalia get their powers are all the same. I don't think that, like, if that's what you mean by special conditions for the dad, I'm not sure on that front, but
he can't make regalia. So I wonder.
Well, no, the father definitely couldn't. But like, I don't know. Well, I mean, hopefully they'll explain it more in the next couple episodes.
But some great action.
I do want some good fight scenes. I would like that. But well, what did you think about the episode overall? Like rating wise?
Um, and I felt, I think I'm saying 6, man. To be honest with you, man. It's probably more like a 6, man. I didn't like how I felt like the way that they did the backstory, it would have came off better, like if Alicia and Ralph out, maybe he knocked out Alicia and carried off somewhere, and he was talking to her while she was knocked out, and then he went to backstory. Not this whole, like, he's literally in the middle of a fight, literally face to face. There was no cooldown time. Here comes the backstory. Like, that was a weird, that was hella forced backstory time. It was an adult backstory, but it was hella forced.
Yeah, it was definitely hella forced. I'm not gonna argue that fact. It was definitely forced. Like, because even though Alicia not attacking makes 100% sense, learning this, there's guards right behind Drell during this whole fucking conversation. So them not attacking makes no sense.
With the princess / queen chick right there, ready to use his hammer to break their regalia. Like, that wasn't a good time.
He says, which also begs the question that the king could be the real villain. I mean, Drell did make it seem like somebody has hidden magic away. I don't know how much I believe Drell though, especially with after seeing this backstory. I'm really leaning towards that Drell has been manipulated the whole time. I'm not saying that the king's not going to end up being maybe like partially a bad guy. I mean, it does look like he's about to drop his fucking grandson into a furnace. But I'm also thinking that that's intentional. I'm thinking they're trying to make you think something like that until next episode starts. But for me, I was talking with Dab about this. For me, like Drell is just kind of a bitch. Like I don't. He's the type of man who could have been a hero. He could have been a good guy, but he allowed his like pessimistic viewpoint to turn him down the dark path.
After you broke that down, I could definitely see it. I could definitely see that. Which, I mean, that's the one thing I did like about the backstory is that now we understand. We now
he gave it a 7.
I don't even think Alicia asked for shit. I think just Drell just started dropping, just lore drop.
No, she did say something about like why did you kill my father or something like that. I remember something like that coming out of her mouth. Something of that sort. But I don't know, like yeah, like as I was saying though, Drell a bitch. I give it a 7 though. I do give the episode a 7. I liked the lore dump. I think the flashback was really well done. I liked the fight in the flashback as well, even if, you know, 2 fucking characters just die like immediately in the fight. And Drell just sits back, which I understood why Drell was sitting back, because that guy needed to be the one to kill the creature with the sword and stuff, but
he had to get the final blow. I mean, so he took it a weekend to do some shit. And, like a
Madara situation, those damn tablets.
Hey, I mean, honestly though, that could be a thing though. Like, what if the Hydians magic that they're using to create the regalia? Anybody could do the shit, but they keep it within themselves. So,
I mean, why wouldn't you?
It just keeps but that means it's a secret though. It's secret magic that other civilizations could be using to create their own regalias or their own type of regalia.
And also, I still wouldn't blame the king for keeping it secret. Like, we've already seen that all the nations aren't, you know, like loving neighbors. Like,
all of them.
I mean, we
didn't see the black nation attack anybody yet.
To fight each other. Like, that's what I'm saying, though. We have seen that, like, yes, there were 2 nations that were friendly with each other, those are the only two nations we know that were friendly with each other, though.
I mean, but are they friendly? This is war.
Exactly. But this is what I'm talking about, is that it does make sense for the king to like keep that a secret. If that like, I mean, I wouldn't blame, like, yes, I would get why some people would blame him, but I also at the same time also get like why he wouldn't want to let that secret out. Imagine if anybody could make, the regalia, and you could like have those weapons not just for fighting the dark beast, but for fighting humanity. So like I definitely could see that, but I mean I don't know.
I mean, but I guess, yeah. I was about to say they probably really wouldn't get nothing out of that, but I mean, so I was thinking off of just like what we learned from this episode, like if you kill a dark beast, you get the power and the essence of that beast kept in the store, which I would assume if you killed a human with it, ain't shit gonna happen, and you wasted a regalia because the human ain't got shit. If it was to work like that, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you just take your time and go take out the dark beast by being manipulated by aliens. I mean, yeah, in a way, yeah. If Drell's being manipulated by the Dark Lord of the North, then yeah, potentially, yeah.
I can see that. Like, I think that is probably. I don't that like that's the one I'm leaning towards. That's my theory. I'm leaning towards at the moment is that Drell has been manipulated the whole time ever since he got stepped on.
I mean, but what if that's the case though? Like, yeah, we seen him get stepped on. Yeah, he came back and thought nothing happened. But what if like all that's happened like right now with Drell like creating his army and shit and actually taking over shit? Like, I think we really talked about that off. But like, what if this was just none of Drell, like him himself? Like, this is all just that dark beast. Like, hey, you had your fun, and now I'm about to go ahead and activate some shit. So I feel like this is the right time. This is all me just using your body, your name, your status as a human to strike fear into the humans to help my cause or whatever the fuck I'm trying.
I mean, again, like that. I mean, it could be. The problem is we don't have any information on what the dragon would want. Yeah. Like that's the thing. Is like we don't like as of right now we have no clues to be able to go. Oh, the Dark Beast Lord of the Dragons or whatever wanted this. Like we have no clue. Like that's something that's obviously. Or not obviously, but that's something that they better fucking expand on in the next couple episodes.
Maybe it could be like the humans. Like the humans try to go into the dark beast territory to create more land for themselves. Maybe some of the dark beasts want to take over human land to expand the dark beast land.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dark Beast Lord just was like, I like to fuck with humans. Like, I wouldn't be surprised on that. Like,
it's another Tuesday.
I don't know. But that was Claventus, everybody. I guess we need to get to our next one. We've been talking a lot on that one.
Hey, like I said, we got a lot to talk about. This is good anime, man. This is good anime, man. Good Lord, don't. Let's go and get into the next anime. It's there. It's Fry. It's Where's My Anime. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. And the next anime we're going to that Fry is going to talk about is Lord of Mysteries, Season 1, Episode 11, Mastermind. I'll just leave my cutoff and say, yes, the anime is beautiful. It's amazing. I still don't understand it.
Since I don't have Jay here to help me talk about this one will probably be quick. But the episode was fucking awesome. I loved this episode. Like, we finally got to see some more. We got to see, like, an awesome fucking battle between all these different practitioners or beyonders or whatever the fuck they're called. Like, getting to see... like Klein use, his little tricks and all that kind of stuff. Like his stuff wasn't super impressive, but he's also supposed to be basically new to everything. So he still did some cool stuff, But we got this. The really cool stuff was getting to see like what the fucking pleasure madam and the captain did with his nightmare stuff. Like that, like seeing them go back and forth was cool as shit. Like she made like fucking like ice and stuff, like ice daggers and stuff, and then like having her like mirror substitution. There we go. Those are words that I was trying to say. The mirror substitution whenever she would get attacked or whatever, like that was super cool. Also, yes, the captain does appear to be a weirdo. I have no idea how that's gonna go. I'm assuming that it has something to do with his sequence, or at least that's what I'm fucking hoping for. Because otherwise, why the fuck did this dude eat a heart? Which, by the way, what a way to go! That dude threw up his own heart. Like, that was just gross. It was disgusting. It was like, just like, I can't even imagine what the pain would be to fucking go through all that. Like, holy shit, that was disgusting. Pleasure Madam, though, of course, thankfully got, her comeuppance by looking into the fucking mirror and like dissolving. Like it looked like her like face was like melting from acid or whatever. That was like really cool. And then of course like Klein, has a fucking fuck this bitch, she needs to die moment, and he's shooting her like multiple fucking times or whatever. Yeah, the artifacts are I don't think a single one has seemed very user friendly. But yeah, the mirror was really cool though. Like I don't know. Like it was strange, but it was also really neat. Visually, as always, Lord of Mysteries is top tier. Like everything looks fucking good. Like the hair looks fucking well done. I loved the little twist, or the like with Klein like searching her room and stuff, but it wasn't him actually there. It was his spirit or spirit messenger thing that he summoned or whatever. That was a really cool moment. And it of course it tricks the audience, because at first you think he's there, but then it actually isn't him the whole time. You just assumed it was him, because of course they make you assume that by using the visual clues and stuff. But otherwise, it was really neat. This demoness cult honestly seems like fucked up as hell. But and then of course what was her name? The Saintess in White, I think is what they called her. We've got a new bad guy. Maybe we'll get more information on her. I assume the Demoness cult, even with the Pleasure Madam, are not gone for good. I'm betting they're going to be a recurring issue. But other than that, I don't got much else to say. I can't wait for the next episode. Like every episode of Lord of Mysteries to me has just gotten better and better. Like I like some episodes are a little bit slower than others for sure. It's hard to understand everything that's going on. Dab definitely will tell you that. But other than that, I mean, the show fucking looks amazing, and honestly, the powers are pretty cool when they're used. I might not understand how they all work, but they're cool.
And with that said, like, isn't it about to come to a hiatus? Isn't there like 1 or 2 episodes left, or is it going to come to a
I think that's what Jay said. I think we got like two left. Yeah. See, Jay agrees with me. Definitely better and better.
It's not super cute. Did you start watching that, or did you watch that?
No, I have not watched that yet. But since Dab won't review this, CJ was it is 13 episodes. So two more episodes. We got 2 more episodes for it before it goes on hiatus or whatever. So hopefully these next 2 episodes will be just as good. That's what I'm hoping for. But I give this last episode an 8. It was a solid fucking episode all around. It was definitely had its confusing moments for sure. But overall, it was just cool. Like at the end of the day, it's just a cool episode. So, and solid 8 for Jay as well. So,
The solid score as always.
Yeah.
Or Lord of Mystery.
Lord of Mystery. Dap won't review it because he doesn't understand it.
I mean, rightfully so. And when I don't, I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm not doing that whatsoever. I'm just trying to be as clear as possible. I don't grasp it. I don't understand it. So I feel like it would be out of my way to rate something I don't understand. I feel like that's not doing due diligence to what it's bringing.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. But with that over, we've got what's up next? I always forget our order.
Man, that's however we want to set it up. But yeah, we all done with Lord of Mystery. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. And it's just us. Yeah, Brian. I mean, Jay Thomas here too. He's here in typing spirit. So you'll see him pop up here and there.
He's telling you to go watch the tutorial episodes.
Yeah, so apparently there's a tutorial, basically a tutorial anime for anime, which is pretty crazy. But honestly, I find it kind of dope. Like,
I mean, I get why it's there. Like, it's supposed to help explain like how the powers work and some other stuff that I'm guessing like they just don't have time to like dive into in the actual episodes. Is why they do these like little tutorials. Is what I'm guessing. I haven't watched them yet. I keep meaning to go back and watch them, but
it sounds like as dope as it sounds like homework. Like
I mean, it does a little bit. Yeah, it does sound like homework a little bit.
As dope as it sounds like homework. It's all right. But at least they're doing it. At least they're giving the fans. At least they felt like that it was going to happen, and they went out their way to at least create that for the fans. So
yeah, I mean, that is a neat little moment. It was also for every like old Neil fan. It would let you see Old Man Neil because he's the teacher in them. So
that's dope. That's dope.
But all right, to the next one.
This anime everybody been waiting for us to talk about. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Well, I can't tell you. We talked about some other good meat and potato things today, but talk about 2B Hero X. Season 1, episode 22. The Last Smile. The Last Smile. Man, that's crazy. See, this is a good title. This was a good title.
Yeah, this is a good title. Yeah, 100%. This episode honestly was dope. The fight was fucking awesome. Like getting to see Smile injected with fear, or not injected, covered in fear.
Oh yeah, it's like he got his speed tenfold, twofold. Whatever, because Dragon Boy's ability amplified it, and he just
any damage done to him, and since I guess the fear was like stabbed into him, that counted as damage. He's able to like send it back at his enemies. Yeah. I thought that was. I don't know how like the fear would work with that, but apparently the way it works is that he can just shoot it back at you. But Smile. Dude, like his fear form was fucking cool.
It's just his suit when he rides his bike. Because you realize that was his biker helmet, right?
Yeah, it was his biker helmet, but it had like the creepy, like you noticed the creepy smile on it, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I seen like I like how like the smile thing was like just like floating all in front of him and shit. Yeah, and then he made like smile beams or whatever.
Also on his helmet, it had like a smile always at all times. Like
there. It was like it was like Green Ranger on Go Loser type shit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then of course he had it on his chest and the one that floated around everywhere. But like, dude, the fight was just dope. Like he's just he's beating the living shit out of Dragon Boy. And then we got to finally see like what makes Dragon Boy like actually cool. Because at first, I'll be honest, from last episode, I thought Dragon Boy was kind of a bitch. Like, I was like, this kind of sucks. Like, he didn't do fucking anything, man.
The word of the day.
It is the word of the day. Shut up. But seriously, like, he just took a beating. He didn't really do much in the last episode, so I didn't think too much of him. And I just thought, like, basically he just could take a good beating and just dish out a decent amount of damage back. But once we get to see his actual, like, I don't know what to call that, his fighting form, maybe, I guess.
I didn't know if it was his or not, because I was at the point where I wasn't sure if I was interpreting, like, this being, like, a mix of fear and his shit, or if this is actually his power. Like, I couldn't...
I got it from it. This was his power. This was his, like, this is him when he fully, like, powers up, when he can't take any more damage and or like any more energy in, because I'm guessing that's kind of how it works, is when you go to do damage to him, he like absorbs that energy and he can kind of like shoot it back. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like when he's at the max, he has this new form, is kind of how I got it. That might not be true. You might be right. It might have been like a mixture of his fear in the moment, but he was like way too in control, in my opinion, for it to be like the fear. Because everybody so far hasn't, like, it's not like they're out of control, but like not everybody has been like fully out of control, but they have all been like, I don't know, like, I don't know how.
I'm gonna throw one curveball at you. God Eye. He's been like the most.
That's true. He's been pretty fucking. Yeah, I forgot about God Eye.
Yeah, he's been pretty variant over. How you fucking say that word? Y'all know what I'm saying, but yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's why you always have somebody else to interpret words for it.
Shut up. But no, I mean, yeah, like he. Yeah, I mean, honestly, out of everybody, I think he was the only one who really seemed to have like full control over himself.
Yeah, at least off top that I can think of. Yeah, I think he's probably right.
Also, one of the things I was a little confused on from this, like Smile does get covered, but we only see like a little bit touch his neck, and then it fully takes him over.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen to the Blade guy, or Ghost Blade. Ghost Blade had a bit of the energy and like go into him in one of his episodes. I forget which episode it was, but there was a little bit of like go inside of him.
He's talking about when Shindig was getting everybody infected, right? Talking about then?
Yeah, it might have been then when he like defeated Shindig or something. But I remember he got like a little bit of the energy in him, but he didn't ever lose control or anything. It might be a quantity amount. Like you have to have so much fear in you for it to fully, take over.
I mean, it might be because maybe comparing Ghost Blade to Smile. I think
only a little bit touched his neck, but he was covered. Like his whole upper body seemed to be covered in the shit.
Yeah, but I feel like he already had like pre-existing things in a negative manner that kind of helped it take over a lot worse than what Ghost Blade had.
Does have an issue with his emotions. Maybe that's what it is.
True. He doesn't know how to feel emotion. He's empathetic. Is that the right word?
He's definitely not empathetic.
No,
it's apathy.
He words. His feelings don't word.
But yeah, he definitely seemed to have issues with his emotions.
So,
but he definitely had emotions. Like apathy probably doesn't work for him, but like. Maybe it does. Because he definitely had emotions. Like there was the whole like he was wanting to connect with his daughter. He wanted to have like a good relationship with her and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But So he definitely had emotions, but also it was very like even he said like it was very like what's the word like little, like very little amount of emotions. Like they just didn't seem to impact him as much.
Yeah, because I think he even said something about the lines of it when he did actually start feeling something from the fear. Like when he started crying, I think he like watched it. I was like, whoa, what? I'm crying? Like what's going on? I think that's like another moment where like he probably actually started feeling something.
Yeah, but that was more from Shindig's power than the fear itself.
Yeah, but like it's still him expressing emotion. Like he didn't feel nothing.
It is. Yeah, like 100%. Like I agree with that fact, but I'm more talking about like I'm wondering if because he has such a little amount of emotion, if that's like why the fear couldn't like dig in. Is kind of what I'm like. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we literally just got a backstory about Smile. And he's like, "Hey, man, I miss my daughter. I missed my wife
I'm
and my
depressed
wife."
as fuck.
Exactly. So like, I just like the fear for him. Like even when he's smiling, like that smile ain't real all the time. So
yeah.
yeah. It definitely to me it makes sense why it affected him so quick. Because in a way I was kind of confused. Because if I'm not mistaken, I felt like a little piece of fear got on Nice's boots. So I was like, oh shit, it got both of them. I could have swore it did because it wasn't
because wasn't that like the point was that Nice thought it was going to get all over him. He thought Dragon Boy was going to get him, but Smile had blocked it because he was in front of Nice. Like he wasn't like fully in front, but he was definitely in front of him. Like it seemed to me like he was blocking it. That's what I got from it.
I don't think so. I thought like he got stabbed by Nice, and then either the stab pushed Dragon Boy a little bit further, so he was like Dragon Boy, Smile, and then Nice behind Smile, or either Smile hit him after Nice stabbed him, and they had him set up like that. Because like immediately after he got stabbed, he started reacting to it. That's when he did the spit up shit. Well,
yeah, he fell to the ground, and his fucking tattoos pulsed for a good while until they settled down. And then you get the if there's a camera, it's all animated, of course, but like the camera kind of moves over to Smile and Nice, or maybe it was just Nice. It was one or the other, but it moves over to one of them, and like it looks like you're about to have a moment between them in the sense where like Nice has decided to like not do what his manager want and help his hero out.
Yeah.
And but then like right as soon as it looks like they're about to have a moment, that's when obviously like Dragon Boy goes, I can throw it 2 back or like whatever, and he like spits it all up. But like I said, at that like before that part happens, I'm pretty sure like Nice and like Smile would have been like parallel to each other, and then like Nice goes to cover himself, and Smile like moves in front of him, and like then you see when it like pulls the camera back to where you see Smile and Nice, you can see that Nice is partially in front of him, so it'd be kind of like more like that, I guess.
At an angle,
but, at like an angle, but he also had his arm up because then he does like a flick with his arm to like get some of the fear off of him, and he's like ooh, and then that's when it like fucking touches his neck, and then just immediately takes him over, like almost fucking instantaneous. Yeah, that's or at least that's what I remember.
I mean, it's been pretty instantaneous for the most part. On the other occasions, so it's not too wild.
But we got after the badass fucking fight scene with Smile, we finally got what I wanted, which was to see fucking Hero X pop up and use his goddamn powers.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I still don't. Jay Thomas talked about it too, man. Like, I don't know how much I'm gonna like it. Like, I definitely have to see how it played out.
I like his powers. One, it makes sense why nobody is able to find him. and like there was no information about it, because like the way I describe his powers is he is a reality like shaper. He can bend reality to his will. Like that's what it seems like to me. So it makes sense. Like it doesn't make sense like how powerful he is. At least because he supposedly came out of nowhere. But his power being like him being able to make it where like nobody knows who he is and stuff, that makes perfect sense because he can just bend reality with the snap of his fingers and make it where he looks completely different, making it where somebody doesn't know where he went. Like I mean, for God's sake, he changed the animation of the show.
Yes.
Which I think it's really neat because it's showing him messing with reality, but it also makes me question everything we saw in the first several episodes. Because the first 4 episodes we deal with, everything is in that 3D animation for the most part.
Yeah, it goes in and out a lot, and they did cut out a lot of the 3D animation. Like it's been strictly
right after those first 4 episodes.
Yeah,
they cut almost all of the 3D animation. I'm wondering if the reason why there's so much of it at the beginning is supposed to be like that's what's up with like Hero X, like something was going on with him at that time, because that those first 4 episodes, of course, are the present day time. Those are the time period that we're introduced to, and everything before that is in the past. So, and we know from this episode, at least, that definitely something's coming for X. Like, we know, what's his name is, that manager guy. He's coming for X. He now understands that X's power, at least a little bit. It seems like he understands how X's power works. And then but I just loved seeing like everything he could fucking do. Like, and that just seemed to be when he was just playing. Like he definitely didn't seem like he was trying.
And all he did was snap his fingers 4 times. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
4 finger snap.
I like the finger snap. And I guess he turned him into a fucking, just a crumbled up paper ball. Like, that cracked me the fuck up. And then he just tosses it into the water.
I like how that was executed. I will say that because it showed it, I guess you say first person, because it showed, Dragon Boy charging at the camera. And then he snaps and he, just freezes. And then you just see his hands come quick. And just rip that whole scene up, and he just crumbles them up, and he's like, I think he said chill out for a minute or something, and he throws them back in the water. Which I wonder if that was supposed to be like a, I don't know if that's I want to say foreshadow. It's not foreshadowing, but that's how we started off seeing Dragon Boy. He was swimming in fucking water, and then that's how it ended for this episode. Him swimming in the water again.
I mean, it could be, I'm calling the guy, a reality, manipulator for his power, but I think Jay, when we were talking to him earlier about it, he said something like he hopes that X's power doesn't deal with, breaking the 4th wall or whatever. If his power does end up being with the 4th wall, it could be that was a throwback to Dragon Boy's memories that we saw, and that because X can break the 4th wall, he could see the what we were seeing.
Something like when he was swimming in the water and he got out of the water and beat up the guys. Something like all that.
That, and also when he had the flashback where he was underneath the water trying to break the ice, and they called him useless trash. It could have been that too. Yeah, I think that was his parents as well. But what I'm saying is if his power doesn't end up being something to do with the 4th wall, then it could be he basically is able to see everything that we as the audience is able to see as well. so he would have all that information as well. I hope that's not it. I would rather him just be like a reality like manipulator than him having like the fourth wall power.
Because I mean, it wouldn't make much sense. Because then that sounds like he would have been able to
know everything that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say no to that one because
yeah, I'm just saying like that could be like that is technically in that wheelhouse. Like it could be something like that. I hope not. Personally, I would rather just like a reality manipulation type thing. But either way, I thought it was really cool. Like I definitely understand now why he beat fucking Queen's ass.
I mean, he had to do nothing. He tried to snap his fingers.
Yeah, he just has to snap his fingers and she loses. Like, it's definitely a power. Like, oh my god, just imagine if he fucking makes it to god level.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty sure he's already there. That's why he's about to get targeted and shit.
He's too OP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like that. Well, I mean, we don't know what his limits are. We also don't know. We don't know enough about his power to be able to really quantify it yet. We know that he manipulates it, but how much can he manipulate at one time?
Yeah.
Like, can he only affect one person at a time? Can he only, like, we don't know any of that to be able to tell. So, because Nice, like, didn't know what was going on, but was obviously seeing stuff happen.
Yeah.
Also, like, I think this is why Nice killed himself.
What? No. What? Because of X?
Because of Smile.
Okay. I thought so. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
I know. I just jumped. I know. From one topic to another, but
you jumped like you snapped your fingers and changed location.
Fair enough. But I'm wondering if this is going to be like why he killed himself.
For sure.
Yeah. He was basically partially at fault. Not basically. He was partially at fault for his hero dying. And so I'm betting that in the next episode he'll probably get yelled at by the manager and probably called worthless and all that type of shit. So I'm wondering if that's going to be like, I'm assuming this is going to be the reason he killed himself.
Damn, yeah, he does. Damn, yeah, because he would lose basically for him, he would lose everything. He lost his idol. He would have lost the manager that he looked up to and tried to impress. He didn't care about Miss J like that because he didn't ask to be with her management. So yeah, that would be everything. So yeah. Definitely. So next episode we can see him walking off of a building. If not, maybe episode 24, which was that was. I'm not even speak that to existence. Oh my god.
Yeah, because I think we just got 2 episodes left. We just got episode 23 and 24 for this season.
That's it, man.
And before Jay puts it into the comments, hopefully they'll explain how Moon works or why Moon got shot.
I mean, hopefully they don't go deep diving into X's story. Like, I don't want to know about X's story. Granted, they already had a trailer showing like a fight with X that wasn't with Dragon Boy. So we might end up just getting the rest of X for this season, but I hope not.
I think X only has 1 episode, and I think it's the final one if I remember right. But Jay commented again, I think Rock thinks he has a jump on X because of the necklace pendant.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how he tied it because the necklace pendant was Smile's daughter, right?
Yeah, that was my big thing. I don't know why that pendant's such a big deal because all we saw in that is Smile, and like that specific pendant was Smile catching his daughter, or like she was on like a swing set or something, like. And she was smiling. Like that was the reason, it was.
Because it was the last picture she ever smiled in.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a big deal because of that, is what I got from it.
Yeah.
I honestly I didn't really get, like, I think it was more just as his friend, he's taking that necklace because it's more like a memento type thing. That's what I kind of got from it.
Got it.
Or to give it to like the family or something, maybe. What?
Nah, it's easy, bro. We've been talking about it all day or earlier today, man. It's so straightforward. I wish I thought about it sooner. Hero X is a cleaner, and he has a vital treasure. Oh, that's the source of his power. He finds other people's valuables and turns them into vital treasure. X's powers solved.
I'm just gonna move on from that. I don't know. Like personally, I think it's more like either just a memento for him, or it's going to be maybe he like goes and gives it to the family. Like maybe he'll go find the daughter and be like, "This was, your father always held you close," type shit. That's what I got from it. I really don't know what that rock guy is gonna like. To me, like, yes, by seeing X fight, you can grasp that he deals with like reality in some way, but I don't know how the fuck you fight that. So, I don't quite know like what he would get from it. He says, but I mean that's fair. Like that might have helped him grasp who Smiles' associates were. Yeah, like that I can understand. But again, like him knowing who X's like actual persona is, like I'm not sure how that's gonna help him that much. It's not like X is going to not be or not have access to his powers.
I mean, maybe that's how you catch him. Maybe he's like Superman, but like when he actually turns into Clark Kent, he's actually like vulnerable. Like he's not Superman. Like he has to turn into X to.
That would explain like why he's so goddamn powerful. Maybe like, there's like by limiting himself, he can only be powerful for so long or something.
Like it's safe to say that the dude that Smile was talking to, that is X, right?
Yeah, that's who I thought it was originally too. I just want to say I was right. Ha 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 ha.
We don't know yet, but I mean, I feel like
that was X. That was totally X. Like I definitely know I was right from this episode alone. He wakes up, vomits, and then shows up to save the day. I love that they did make sure that we all heard him vomiting in the bathroom, though. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm very curious. Like, they've got quite a few strings that they're gonna have to like wrap up in just 2 episodes.
I mean, honestly, man, I feel like it's easy. Like, probably like 15 things of strings. Like they got to tie. Cause I was talking to Jay Samo a while back. Like, I want to know what happened to Bo. Like, we just gonna drop Bo?
Sorry, I knew he was gonna say something about it.
Why is God powers got this body? I mean, it's gonna get to it. It's probably not gonna be season 1, but they'll get to it. I would say the failure. I mean, that's pretty heavy.
I'm assuming we'll find something else about like I assume Moon will get explained. That one at least. Just because that seems to be integral to the overall plot, just because that's the big, cliffhanger at the end of the original 4 episodes. Like, if they don't, that's going to be very confusing in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I don't know on that one. That one.
I mean, I guess it has to be one of those two. Either it'll end. Like, I can't even say that. I don't want to jinx it, bro. I don't want to jinx it, bro. I don't even want to say it.
Okay.
I don't even say it.
Other than all that, we've talked quite a bit about this. What do you rate it for this week?
I mean, I feel like it's always going to be a 9. But yeah, I give it a 9.
Yeah, I have to give it a 9 too. I loved this episode. The fight scene was too cool. Finally getting to see X use his powers where we can see it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to give it a 9. Jay, being the weirdo in the bunch, gives it a 7.
Crazy talk.
Crazy.
Crazy type.
Just mad because X's powers are cool. That's all it is.
Well, they're cool, but I definitely want to learn more about it.
I loved it. Like I'm curious on how like we're gonna. Man, we'll see. We got 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will get at least most of these strings wrapped up. Like it's okay to leave a few as long as it feels like that's to be explained in the next season. But for the most part, it does feel like there's quite a few strings that they need to wrap up.
Yep. I just hope. I mean, I know I'm not, but my hope is to hear something about Boa before the end. Maybe she gets picked up by Rock, and she ends up being her little assassin. That'd be pretty dope. That'd be pretty dope.
Like she's over. That was several episodes ago. She's done.
What do you mean? I mean, but again, yeah. She already had Fear power up once, and Fear was fucking up Queen when they was fighting Queen, or when she was fighting Queen. That was Fear. She was fucking shit up.
I mean, she was, but she still lost.
And that means she's gonna get pumped up with the next thing.
Looks like Jay's signing out with us tonight.
Quitter.
Have a good night, Jay. Thanks for watching. Man. Missed you this night. Next week you'll have to come in here and give us some of your opinions without just having to type them out.
But we have to do it different. Next time we're gonna be out, we'll type. And then Jay's gonna be
and you just be here talking to yourself, apparently.
But we'll catch you next week, Jay.
All right, what we got next?
Who we got next? So we just got done finished talking about To Be Hero X Season 1, Episode 22, The Last Smile. RIP Hero Smile. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. And the next anime we are going to talk about is going to be Dandy Dance, Season 2, Episode 22, The Secret Art of Being Attractive. Bruh, I think I went back like 2 or 3 times. Like, hey, I know I've seen this episode before. Dude, how did I click on this episode? I went back so many times to make sure I was on the right episode, just to see that I was on the right episode. I almost ended up going out of it again because they didn't show the subtitles. I watched the subtitles, like they didn't show the subtitles of what dude was singing during the startup of the episodes. I'm like, damn, I ain't got subtitles. I'm like, what the fuck are subtitles at? And then like I didn't get shit until Okarun popped up talking about some shit. I was like, okay, they're going to subtitle. And then immediately goes back to old dude singing again. There ain't no subtitles. Like, what the fuck is going on? It was a roller coaster of episodes.
This one was a little weird. Not a little weird. Like they're all weird. Dan to Dan's just a weird show.
It's a different weird show.
Yeah, but this one was just odd. Like, you get introduced to the new guy. I'm assuming, like, is this going to be like a one and done guy? Like, are we just going to see him for this story and then we'll never see him again? Or is this them trying to introduce a new character to the group?
That's what it seems like. That's what it really does.
That's what I was feeling from it, was that this was like it's kind of like when GG was introduced, you know. They like show him up and then it definitely, you know, we get his story and then he gets added to the group. Is that what we're getting again? Personally, I don't give a shit about this guy. But of course, like, we haven't got a lot of info on him. Like, he's fucking weird. Like, he's really weird.
I mean, basically, he's just he's thinking Okarun's, you know, out here being big pimping. You know, he's trying to figure out his game. He's like, hey, how come you get to talk spicy with the girl? I can't talk spicy with the girl.
Fucking weird. Like, the way he would always say it. And, like, when he, like, pops into the girls and he says, like, something wiener or whatever, like...
He said, what, 10... I think he said 10-gallon wiener?
I don't know. And they're like, oh, some motherfucker wants to die today or something like that. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. It was weird. It was just an odd episode tonight, or not tonight, yesterday. I don't know. It was just a very odd episode. Like not bad. Like I did like have like a lot of humorous parts where I honestly was laughing pretty hard. But it's still just odd.
I mean,
like,
it was half built. Like, because we already seen like the first half. We already seen that before. Like either earlier this season or this was last season. Like that's how awkward like that first half was.
Yeah, see, I don't remember that well enough to be able to clarify on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like what episode that was tied with, but I can't. I think it was the episode probably right after the school turned into the school got invaded by those two ghosts. I mean, the two aliens that ended up powering up and stuff, and they had the one lobster alien. I think it's the same episode.
I don't remember.
That? Oh.
I don't remember at all.
No, I'm pretty sure it was right after that episode.
But either way, I mean, it was still just a really odd episode, and just I'm interested in how they take down the kaiju motherfucker. Like near the end of the episode, that's going to be kind of interesting. I will I do think if this guy is to become a permanent part of of the group in the show, I'm betting something with the fucking ball will end up in his hands, and he will get some type of powers. Is what I'm guessing will happen if he's meant to be a permanent part of this. But I mean, that's just if they're trying to make him a permanent part. If he's just supposed to be like a one and done thing, like I'm who knows how this will go. So
I guess it's kind of hard to tell who's going to be a permanent part. But I definitely didn't expect the lobster alien people to be coming back and forth like that.
I love they come back and forth. But
I didn't think old dude that had the shrine for the Dunsparce. I don't know the actual name of it, but the Pokemon Dunsparce was based off of it. But I didn't think the guy who had that museum was going to be like in and out like that.
That's true. I didn't think he would be. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be a permanent part either. Him ended up being the grandma's apprentice or whatever.
Yeah. You can never tell at this point. But sadly, putting it like that, like, because I think that's what happened to Acro Silky. I can't remember her actual name, but because I think that's what happened to her. Her power got activated when she came in contact with the golden nut. So it could be the same thing that happened to him too.
Momo literally called it a testicle at one point.
I mean, that is what it is.
Yeah, but didn't even say like golden ball or anything like that. She's like, after that testicle. And then, of course, the weirdo dude was like, why do you get to say pervy things or something like that?
Spicy. Why do you get to talk spicy?
Like I said, it was a humorous episode. Like, there's definitely parts that actually got me to like chuckle and not just groan. But there was a lot of groaning too, especially at the beginning, where I was just like, "Oh God, this character!" Like, it was like I said, it was. I mean, just to clarify, like I'm giving this one a 6 for me. And it's mostly because it was like, while it was humorous, it was just so odd and kind of weird, not in a way that I enjoy typically with Dan to Dan. So I mean, that's my score for this one.
Sadly, yeah, we had the same point. I'm saying the 6 too, just because like literally the first half is like recycled. I know why it is recycled, because they went back to show like when this character, basically came into play without us seeing it. So I mean, I understand it, but like it still just threw me off in a way. It kind of felt like it was unnecessary. And then I nothing really crazy happened, and I still don't understand. Like, we just had an open run, go through and get a power up to be able to be faster and be able to react faster to things. I know that the kaiju thing was invisible, but like you can still like see like the golden ball like floating. So like, why wasn't he able to keep up with shit? At least be like, hey, you know,
Well,
right
it
here.
kept like hitting them.
I
Anytime he got
mean,
close, they kept getting hit. Like both of them did. So I mean, I'll at least defend him on that part. But
but what would keep him from going like full turbo and just tackling it? Which I think it did. Yeah, I mean that's what he did at the end, right?
yeah, once they
that's what
were
it
able to
is.
see it, like the big thing was
Oh yeah, that's what it
if he couldn't see it, if he went full out then and missed, he would not be able to use the power again. Even though we know that he can use the power again, but so or at least that's what I got from it. Like that wasn't really my issue. My issue is just like honestly, just the odd behavior of everyone in this fucking episode.
It was people on shenanigans. I'll agree with you on that.
It was just odd. It was funny. Like I said, it was funny, but it was just odd for me.
The most I got of it is probably exactly what you said. Let's see how they're gonna take out their first. No, this ain't in their first kaiju monster.
Yeah, that would be the
Earthbound thing. Yeah. So we'll see how they first go.
Like again, if this guy ends up supposed to be like a permanent character or whatever, it'll be him who defeats it. He'll be the one who defeats the kaiju.
I mean, I forgot what he was doing or saying, like to help them actually like find it and figure everything out.
Well, he's a sci-fi nerd, so he understood like how the technology of the kaiju worked. So that's why they had that.
Yeah, he was the one saying
it changes the way everything looks visually. So if people are looking at the same thing from multiple angles, it can't change itself good enough so you can see the outline. Yeah, so like he was supposed to have understood that because he understood the technology from his sci-fi books or something. Like again, it was kind of weird, and I don't know. It is whatever.
Yeah, but we'll see what they do next episode. See how they take out this big kaiju fake Godzilla accordion looking thing.
Yeah.
But you got anything else for?
I'm getting tired though.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm right there with you. I guess we put it to you want to go short, long? Let's keep going. All right, so we
got two more, right? We can do this. We got two
more. We got
Sakamoto days. Let's go. I like Sakamoto days.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. Sakamoto days, season 2, not season 1. Oh no, my bad. They still continue season 1. My bad. Season 1, episode 18, exam, stage 3. So they picking up after they done landed the plane or crashed the plane into the ocean.
Blew up the plane. The plane blew up.
Laser cut the plane in half into the ocean. They continuing on with the exam 3. They're tired of having their attendees die, so they're trying to figure out another method to test them, and they're deciding to play.
Which I like that Shin calls them out on it because they're trying to pretend that the exam is like they planned all this, and Shin's like, you're just making it up as you go.
I mean, it is pretty wild to be like just killing everybody that comes in the pants. Like, how you gonna have a fine, structured, fully membered staff team of professionals if you keep killing them all?
But the problem with that is they even said that usually only 3 people are left at the end, anyways.
I mean, we got 5 people that look like they well and capable to survive the whole thing.
The question I have is with that comment, because they did say something like there's usually only 3 was a little bit small. I think they said there's usually only 4 to 8 people who make it to the end. Does that mean they always die? Because baby killers, they kind of make him out to be the guy who's there for every test to try to pass. That's why he's called the baby killer, is he takes out the newbies and stuff. They tried to do the whole Hunter x Hunter thing.
I didn't think about it.
So, I don't know how like true it all is, but like that was one of the things that did kind of weird me out. But otherwise, we get a new creepy lady who's obsessed with Sakamoto apparently.
Yes, yes, and death too, which of course, if it's not something associated with Sakamoto that's not also associated with death, then you don't like Sakamoto. Fucking assassin.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm kind of intrigued to like learn more about her. I think it's funny that she hasn't realized that Sakamoto is who he is just because he's fat.
Yeah. Did she come off looking like Chun-Li to me? Oh, Chun-Li to you? Like, whatever, like, to me, she comes off as looking like Chun-Li. Like, just more like the pigtail shit.
I
Like,
guess I could kind of see that. I don't like her hairstyle, personally.
It is
It
weird.
really bugs me because she has like the what are they called, braids? She has the braids, but then also has like flat hair too. Like it's like, why did I don't know? It looks weird.
I mean, it's weird, like how the braids are white, and then like you can tell like how they fade in the white. It's not like
yeah. Like, I don't know. She just has an odd like look to her. So I like that Shin though, because he was on an opposite team. He tells Sakamoto not to help him. I did like that. Shin's still going the route where he's trying to prove himself to himself. Obviously, Sakamoto doesn't give a shit, but Shin is at least trying to get stronger and all that kind of stuff. I did think it was funny that Sakamoto was all sad, like it was all depressed about it. Like that was kind of fucking funny. But I don't know. It's
Oh man. So now I'm thinking about the shit I did like about this episode, man. Which is mostly all the shit once they get onto the beach, man. When the other group catches Sakamoto's team under that steel net trap.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like there was so much that I didn't like, man. Like how the hell you having all those people survive? I'm guessing it's just a grenade launcher attacking you when all you got is like a bulletproof apron. Like nobody else got any of the glass back of that. Like nothing. That apron took all that damage.
This was my big thing. So they had that net, and the whole thing, the reason that Sakamoto couldn't just like move the net was it was really well in place in fucking sand.
Yeah. And just to pull it up when old girl snaps, he pulled it straight out the ground in his feet. I'm like, bro, you just said you couldn't do it. So what the fuck was that? Like, which one is it? What are we doing right now?
I did like that she just like slips out on accident. I thought that was kind of funny. And then now told us like who she is. I do like that too. Like her, that she's the sister of the person that Sakamoto and whatever his name is, the weird dude from the order. Their classmate. It's
yeah.
So obviously we're going to also find out like what happened to her, I'm assuming, and I'm wondering if like once that comes out, if she's going to end up turning on Sakamoto.
What do you think of?
I don't know. That's just the feel I've got. Like there's nothing really like leading me towards that. That's just the feeling I've got right now. That like she becomes real friendly with Sakamoto very quickly. She's obviously like a nice person. I also wouldn't be surprised if she just ends up part of the gang. Like that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by that either. But what I'm just saying is like I also like because of this connection with the sister or whatever, I'm wondering if something happens where like she learns about it and that ends up causing her to decide to go with like Slur or whatever his name was. I'm pretty sure it was Slur. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Like also, I mean, those three guys are all part of like Slur's team, right? Like that's what it seemed like there at the end when they had like the little moment or like flash over to Slur and all and the other guys all sitting in a room and.
It's like Sakamoto and all them, right? You talking about Sakamoto and all them?
No, like so, like the three people who were like introduced to the test after everybody blew up in the fucking plane and shit. It seems like those three people are like part of Slur's team that for some reason are in this exam. It never really made sense like why they were there, but the way Slur, like you have that scene with Slur and his other two cohorts or whatever, and with the way he like phrased everything, it sounds like these three people are part of his team.
Some of the ones that came through on the boat, right?
Yeah.
I ain't catch that. I didn't catch that. Maybe.
Okay, I might be wrong. Maybe I was just making connections that weren't there, but that's the feel I got from it.
I mean, in a way, it kind of makes sense because they already established, like, hey, this is a no-kill test. And the first thing old girl does is fucking start slicing and dicing. So, I mean, maybe.
I mean, they didn't tell them that they weren't allowed to kill people. They just said that they didn't want more people to die.
True.
Like, they didn't say, hey, don't kill people. They just said, we don't want more people to die because we've already let a lot die already.
True.
So, I don't know. But, you got any other points you wanted to talk about?
Oh, man. I didn't like the stormtrooper precision during that same scene with Sakamoto and the guys down at the beach either. Like when old girl was trying to lift up the net after she fell out. And the guys that was up there that shot the steel net trap down on them started shooting like regular bullets at them and missed every shot in an open area with nothing.
I thought he just did like a warning shot.
No, bro, he was shooting rounds. Trying to empty the whole clip. Not a single bullet hit their mark. It was almost like they were shooting with the saw that old girl had on the plane, trying to use what a saw is made for. It's just made for suppression. Keep the enemy from getting that close, not to actually hit the target. But that's crazy. But then, other than that, I mean, it's a decent episode. Like I said, like you said, I did like how Shin was, he stuck to his roots. Like he's like, hey, I want to be a better supporter of you, Sakamoto. I don't want to always rely on you. I want to be somebody you can rely on to help me. So, yeah,
I really liked that. That was probably him sticking to his guns and being like, I'm gonna, get stronger and all that. I liked that. That just makes me like Shin more. Like I've liked Shin since basically he was introduced, but that definitely makes me like him more. He's definitely a character who, even though this is mostly like just a comedy, and usually in comedies characters don't grow, Shin is growing. Like he's learning, he's getting stronger, he's becoming a better, not just assassin, but like just a better dude. So
So like this is like the opposite. This is what Kaiju number 8 needs to be doing for all their characters, and they keep saying, we need to be stronger. Like, no, they need to do this shit. They don't need to keep saying.
I think it's more because they keep switching, so they want you to understand that all these characters. That we're not getting into that. I'll fucking rant about it. But anyways, I do agree with at least like Shin's a badass. Him keeping to his guns, awesome moment. There are definitely some issues with this episode. I'm not going to argue on that fact. Which I think good segue to my rating on it. I'm giving it a 7, but it's almost lower than a 7. It's a low 7. Like I almost give it a 6.5.
And again, I actually am in the same boat. I would say the same. Just one more thing to add. I did get a little laugh out of, I'll see if I remember his name. Giri, I think that was his name, the photographer or the director.
Oh, dude, yeah, where he's on the beach and his camera's broken. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do I have to
Okay, yeah,
live
that
for?
was funny. I forgot about that. That was funny. That cracked me up. Yeah, but that's Sakamoto Days. Like it's just a funny anime, anyways. Like I like,
Yeah.
and again, I think that's why like even with I think this is probably like one of the lowest ratings I've given one of their episodes in my head, at least. And yet it's still a 7. Like it's a low 7 for me, but it's still a 7. Like like Sakamoto is just fun. Like even the bad episodes aren't really all that bad.
They're not. They're not. It's a good little blend of comedy and action. Man, that isn't there. The storytelling there. Like they do pretty good on the storytelling.
Yeah, I agree.
It's solid all over. For the most part. You got it.
But what do you give it? I don't think you gave an official rating.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna be a 7 too.
You're 7 too. Okay, yeah. I got you. Okay.
The ratings ain't gonna be the same on this next one though. Like, it ain't the same. So, I mean, Earth, you got something else? You got something else to say for?
Because we got what?
You got something else to say for Sakamoto Days?
Nah, I'm good. We gotta get deal with our last one of the night, everybody.
Last one, the morning. It's last one for the morning.
Oh God!
Top of the morning, folks.
For once, he's not wrong with saying that.
Hey, it's always morning somewhere. But now that we done with Sakamoto Days, let's go ahead and get into the last anime for the night. Toganaki, Season 1, Episode 9. Momotaro Spirits. Man, I think I already said this last episode. Like, I'm 4 episodes on a new anime, but the shit ain't grabbed me by then. In some kind of way, shape, or form, I would have cut it off. I would have already cut this off. It's just here because Fry and Jay Somala or something of that effect.
I don't know. Like, Jay is the one who seems to really like it. I'm more in the I keep hoping it will get better. I'm not like you two. I don't watch 4 and then just stop if I don't like it that much. I keep hoping something gets better and I just binge it all the way. Because personally, me, I'm more of a binge watcher. I don't usually do weekly by weekly. I started doing that for you guys for the show. I'm more of a binge dude. I'm more of a wait until every episode's already out and then just binge them in a weekend type of guy. But with this one, I keep hoping it'll get better, and I do think this episode was better than some of their episodes. Just because I thought that the fighting was a little bit better. I thought I thought the dialogue was significantly better, and it wasn't as like cringy as it sometimes is.
Fighting.
I mean,
there was no fighting.
I mean, there wasn't any like real fighting. That's true. I guess more like, I mean, no, you have the two. Well, more the one guy, but it's not. There's not a lot to it. But there's against the barrier chick, which, by the way, a lot of fucking fan service with the barrier chick. Like, how many times do they have to fucking zoom in onto the fucking boobs? Like, for God's sake.
I just don't understand the proportions. Like, the proportions are just so weird. It's just so weird.
They're honestly, yeah, they really are. Like, for God's sake, that girl would be tipping over if she was a real person. But I did like getting to see, like, kind of like how they thought stuff through. I did think, like, I liked how, like, the teacher or whatever, like, you can tell that, like, his stone face exterior is just that. It's an exterior that he gives. It's a way that he controls his emotions and all that type of stuff, but he actually cares for his students. He basically threatens the girl with expulsion, but he's hoping that will be the motivating factor to get her to finally move forward, all that type of stuff. Like, I thought that was really well done. Well, maybe not really well done, but it was well done for this show. Um, and Shiki, I think that's his name. He
Main
doesn't
character.
really, as the main character, he doesn't really do anything in this episode besides shoot a blood bullet twice or something. I don't know.
That's probably a
But
good point.
him, like, I don't know. Like, honestly, like, the show's not great. Like, it's really not. Like, the more I watch, the more I'm like, okay, it's not good. But again, I keep hoping it will be. I keep hoping it will change. I keep hoping it will get better. But it really isn't. Like, we were talking about it earlier. The Momotaro's powers, like with the bacteria, don't make any fucking sense. Especially with this new one. Like, it made sense when he was controlling dead bodies with bacteria. That works. The barrier doesn't work that much, but even that I could kind of like explain away with like manga nonsense, where maybe it's just a lot of bacteria to make this one wall or whatever. I could do that. Like, that's the reason I'm like, at least with the barrier, it kind of makes sense. But air pressure, controlling air pressure with fucking bacteria to the point where it's essentially he has the power of gravity. Because at one point, the dead body is hovering. I don't know if you noticed that, but at one point, its feet aren't touching the ground. It's literally floating above the ground.
Maybe, see, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it said gravity, but maybe what if it's just so much bacteria built up? Like, it looked like he was floating, but maybe he was really just standing up on bacteria.
It only said gravity the second time. The first time, it says air pressure. It says by using the bacteria and mixing it into the air, into the oxygen in the air, it allows the Momotaro dead body guy to control air pressure. That's how they explain his power.
Okay, so now that I had time to think about it, so the only way that makes sense is like, since bacteria is so small, maybe it's just saying like so much bacteria is around in this vicinity that it's able to like rotate and just create like a constant current of bacteria.
Again, that would be okay. Like if they used air pressure to make it more like he could move the air and attack with it, I again would have been able to accept that, just like with the barriers. I could have accepted it. But instead, they make it to the point where he can control the air enough to essentially, like, use it as a force of gravity. Like, that's when it becomes ridiculous. That's when it became too over the top for me to go, what?
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, like that's when it was too much for me.
At all.
That's when, honestly, like, because until that moment, I actually was enjoying the episode to a point. Like, again, for compared to the other ones, I was like, okay, this is one of the better ones. Maybe, it'll keep getting better and better. But then they do the air pressure thing and then eventually call it gravity too. And I was just like, okay, now I'm like honestly, that like dropped it right back down. I was just like, that's stupid. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, it was, I don't know. Like, and don't get me wrong, I get it. It's a anime, it's a manga, like however you want to phrase it. It like, they're not gonna go by like, the way physics actually fucking works. Yeah. But if you're going to try to make it sound realistic and make it sound like, plausible, then you need to make it sound plausible. Not just be like moving in air and currents and pressure, gravity. Like, that's basically what they did. And it's just like, no, that's stupid. Like, what? Yeah. And no wonder the Momotaros win. Their powers are bullshit if that's how it works.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the only come close, man. Like I said, I don't understand how you could put a drop of your blood on the ground and it turns into a sonar that can identify all the living beings within a radius.
I can kind of get sonar in being that he is able to like feel blood. That's how I think of his power. to be sonar, and that by using his blood, he's just able to visualize it. I know that's not how it works, but that's how, like, in my brain, it kind of makes sense.
I mean, let's just think like seismograph, like kind of thing. Like when people step, like maybe the blood reacts to kind of give off, like, hey, there's a body here.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's how I kind of can visualize it in my head for how it works.
It's a lot, though.
But even then, like, I mean, like, their powers, are bullshit too, because you got fucking the main character who can turn it into fucking guns that apparently shoot like explosives out of them. Like, because it doesn't come out where you see a like red bullet come out of the fucking grenade part. That is an explosion you see come out. Like, it even has like the same color scheme of an explosion. Like, it's like that orangish reddish fire color. Like, like that's not a bullet. That's an explosion.
Which kind of doesn't make sense, because like at least with old girl, like I think that was the last episode. Old girl that got her face stomped out by the ugly. I think she probably has the most realistic ability of the Oni. Like, I can see having.
I mean, I get how you saw it, because you kind of saw it as like a poison, but like that isn't even how they technically describe it. It's about like her calming their spirit down or something to make it where they're not willing to fight back, basically. Like, that's how they described it.
I mean, yeah, like I think
for me,
even Jay Thomas said it was like a sedative.
Yeah, it's like or something like that. Yeah, it was like a sedative or something. Like, but again, from what I remember, I think they describe it more as like calming the person's spirit down or something. Like, they don't even try to use it in a sense of like sedative or poison or anything like that. They say like something about the spirit. For me, the more like realistic one would either be the blades for the Saw guy, or the dude who can turn them into rose petals that cut people up. Even though that's fucking stolen. That's 100% a stolen ability.
I don't even know if I can go with the rose petals, because I don't see how you can get blood not to turn into scabs floating in the sky. But
I mean, I could at least give that one to where like maybe you're able to make them thin enough where they're able to like cut and shit. Like, I mean, I can at least say like, just like, you know, how like water, you know, being thin and being shot at really high pressure, it could literally cut through you. I mean, blood's basically just water with more in it. So, I mean, like, that's the reason what I'm saying is I can at least see how that one works. But the Momotaros, like, the only power so far I've seen that honestly makes sense how it works is the dead body moving dude. And as far as I can tell, he's the weakest one. Barrier bitch.
He's the weakest one?
In my opinion, yeah. The only reason he's strong is being able to use dead Momotaro's powers.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's the weakest, but I mean,
he's the weakest to me. I think, like, the barrier bitch should be able to wipe out any Onis she wants to. Because she just literally puts them in a box and squeeze. Like, I don't know why she wants to squeeze them so slowly. Just fucking go, dead.
I mean, that's why I hated that moment, because bruh's box had it to where, I mean, old girl had his box to where his chest should have been on the ground, or his chest should have been in his knees. Like, that shit was super small.
Yeah.
But for him to be able to get like these weird ass tools sticking out of his fucking back that far exceeded the space he would have had in the fucking box to begin with. Like, that shit didn't make any sense.
They made it where it was coming out of his back, so it broke. That's what broke him out. Was they had nowhere to go. But
I mean, I got that, but like, it didn't make sense.
Well, my big thing was more just like, why did she do it slowly? Like, your whole job is to kill Oni. Why would you kill them slowly? Like, and the funny thing is they try to make it out where the dead body guy is the sadist, and yet she literally starts killing an Oni as slowly as possible. In a way, in my opinion, would be far worse than how the fucking undead body dude fucking worked.
Oh yeah,
like,
I was getting claustrophobic watching her doing this shit.
Yeah, like, fuck that. That's a horrible way to fucking go.
Yeah.
Like that was my thing. Like she tries to make it out like he's the sick one, and yet she does it as slowly as possible. Like it's like, bitch, like you should have been able to wipe him out in an instant.
Everybody. She should be able to wipe everybody out, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, and then like I guess the most boring Momotaro we've seen power wise would be the first one we saw, which is he just made a blade.
Oh, he's talking about from like old dude's
from episode 1.
rival?
Yeah, he just makes a fucking sword.
Yeah, I give you that.
So like, I mean, as far as we can tell, like, I mean, he has the most boring power.
I mean,
originally, I thought that was going to be all Momotaro's powers. I thought they all were just going to create swords, and that their swords, like something about their swords, were like special because they were strong enough to like hurt Oni or something. That would have made perfect sense and would have been acceptable.
Yeah.
But no. Apparently they're bacteria, and which, by the way, how do you make a sword out of fucking bacteria that can cut? Anyways.
Same way you can make blood explode, bro.
Anyway, I think I'm done ranting about this fucking anime at this point. What do you rate it?
I mean,
unless you got anything more to talk about, I'm sorry. I keep just jumping.
I mean, really, I want to stop talking about it. To be honest with you, I'm not getting nothing out of this because even when I think I like the main teacher dude, and then I see his little blood eclipse release. Like his really ain't shit either. His shit is just archers that float in the sky and shoot arrows. That's what we've seen so far.
That apparently explode. They're arrows that explode.
Again, that's not even nothing new because you already got somebody else that could just make guns and his shit explode. So it's very lackluster, man. Very lackluster, or more disappointing. Oh shit, both. It's lackluster and disappointing. But I'm gonna just ride my 1, bro. I get a 1.
Mine's a 5.
5?
Yeah, like last week's was really not good, and I gave it like a 4. This week's was a little better, but there's still so many fucking issues with it. And again, like the little bit better mostly came down to like dialogue choices and like I guess emotional moments or whatever. Even though I guess emotional isn't the right word for it, but that's really the only thing that was better this week was that story-wise, it wasn't as like bad. I guess I don't know how to fucking phrase it. My brain's starting to go away at this point.
I mean, I say still, I kept being still, like. Yeah, like
it really needs to do something to get better. Like at this point, like this is worse than Vigilante was.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I mean, because the originality sucks. Like at least with Vigilantes, they had a lot more originality with it. Like, and the animation was a lot better too. Like they had a lot more going for it.
I think the animation's okay with this.
It's a little more old school type, but like at least for the Vigilantes, it's a little more cleaner, more I'd say modern.
That's fair.
And I personally, again, I don't like how they try to use the 3D models in this anime. Right? It does not translate well to me.
I never really noticed them, to be honest.
So far, it's just been with the uglies. Like whenever the uglies come into the scene and then fight with the old girl and the ugly too. They decided to do 3D for both of them. Like it just did not translate well to me.
Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe we'll get lucky and the next one will be better.
Hey, like you said, you watch and hope shit gets better. I watch and I be like, damn, it should have did better. Turn that shit off.
Yeah, fair enough. But I guess that's our last one, isn't it?
Yes, that is the last one, man. Unless you want to shoot the shit for 7 minutes and we hit the record and go on for 3 hours.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired at this point. I'm my brain's cooked, man. I
I hear
can't think
you, man.
straight.
I hear you, man. I hear you. I don't even know what the hell I got going on later on today because it's the top of the morning now. But
Yeah, I got work in 12 hours.
well, that's even more motivation to sadly go ahead and get off for today. For those that watched today's episode, thank you, appreciate you. Definitely hope to see you again. We're always on. Try to be on Friday night or top of the morning. Come here with me, Dap, or Fry, or Jay Salma if he's not typing next time. Got to say, I got anything I like to say too.
And then thanks for watching, everybody. Gosh, yeah, my brain's going. But thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry we didn't have Jay here to give his opinions out loud instead of the time. But other than that, I guess it's time to call it quits.
All right, until the next time. We'll see y'all later.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching another episode of Where's My Anime.
Great appreciation to those who liked, subscribed, and viewed today's episode.
If you agree with what I said today or disagree with what Dab had to say, please drop it in the comment section. We will reply. And as always, I'm your boy Jay Sama.
And I'm Dap. We'll catch you on the next season, the next episode of Where's My Anime.
You heard?
Oh boy, I'm so tired. Oh wait.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching another episode of Where's My